skip the goal I made now, Moji. It's not my fault, I'm not a customer. The video is on air, auntie, so they can already see you. Okay, no producer tonight. I'm on my own, so forgive me. Okay, Mara, let me see if I can.
No, I go.
You go on?
Yeah, you share the pen, that's fine.
Or you sharing a pen?
It's just like if you're asking something and he's not sure, and then I can review it.
Yes, that's awesome. That's why you are his wife. I know they just make noise with me when you say I have the film running so.
Yes.
But they have to understand I have to prepare. Make sure phone is on silent, eh? Hello people, I can see you all. Steve, Charmaine. Oh, we have 7 people in the room. The time I put it there. Oh, come on.
The video stop? Because I see my hand on the screen.
No, it's not stop. Your phone maybe stop.
Maybe.
Yes, because the people talking. Just sticking around.
But you like to looking at you.
I know. That's why we're not saying anything much out of the way. They know we live. Right, Facebookers, you know we are live. They know to know the background happens in the studios. Okay, I have to tell them they can WhatsApp me on that number. But let me put it on.
Already live. Can you imagine?
What I can do help you now. I have a thing there, a power bank. But you have a charger?
I don't have a charger. Yeah. It's okay.
You sure?
Yeah. I thought it was a problematic. I never got this and then
I need to figure out what to put that phone on silent. I was warned not to let the theme song play too long. Okay, all right, people. It is 11 minutes past the 8 o'clock hour. It is Monday night, which means it's time for the In the Spotlight radio show. We're here for you tonight. Who is in the spotlight? Let me just say goodnight to the folks in the diaspora, always tuned in and locked in. I want to say goodnight to my brother Bernard. I hope he's listening tonight because I know he has made some kind of contribution to this man sitting right here in the studios tonight. So Bernard, I hope you're tuned in and locked in already. Good night to Brohim. Brohim, I was pointing, Hunter. Brohim just showed up. His name just showed up that he's tuned in. Wherever you are tonight, tuned in and locked into the program. Those in Europe who are way into nighttime and maybe even morning time, but make the effort to be up and listening. Thank you for choosing us and thank you for tuning in to the program tonight. It is my pleasure tonight to have in studios for our In the Spotlight radio show tonight, the one and only King Hunter. And I've been getting amazing feedback about having him on the program tonight. And we've tried having him before, couple of times, couple of things prevented us from doing so, but we're happy to have him tonight. King Hunter, good night to you.
Yes, good night and good evening to everybody listening, everybody looking at us right now. Good evening.
Okay, we seem to be having some kind of feedback. I am not sure from what. Okay, showing the tech is here, so he's going to make sure that we're okay. Aha, that's what it is. The technical folks. Respect to Hunter. Good night, Nikki. Gloria McLaurin, good night to you. While we're just making sure everything is okay here, technical wise. Everything is okay, you know. We just had a headphone too close to the microphone, and so we had a bit of a feedback going on here. But I'm sure everything is going to be fine. Let's try again. Are we good? Well, come around, children. Yes, there's guest mic number 2 right here. Which is the one I'm opening.
Yes.
Okay, let us just give you some music while we just make sure everything is okay.
That's
mine. That's one.
That's
The one I was using, yes.
Your headphone on?
My
Your headphone on?
My
Your
headphone
headphone on, please.
my headphone was on.
Your headphone was on?
Yeah. Normally, isn't my headphone in there somewhere?
That is the board. It's supposed to be there. No, it was never supposed to be there.
But I
Yeah,
always
because-
prefer it there.
Huh?
I always prefer it there. Ha! Somebody says, Hunter, you look fresh like the morning dew. Okay, folks, we're gonna start soon. We're gonna start. Are we live here too as well? Oh, I can see myself over there.
Yeah,
Yes, not yet.
testing.
Oh, I see.
Let's try to reorganize the Okay.
In the Spotlight on Q95 FM radio every Monday night from 8 p.m. In the
Facebookers, you're seeing
Spotlight,
all the activity going on here.
live,
We should be okay soon, no worries.
hopes, aspirations, untold stories, touching
Shall we take it out everything?
Yeah, when I put it one way.
Oh my God.
the leader and more. Getting to know our farmers, public servants, youth, and the ordinary Dominican. Listen to their stories. No limitations, no restrictions,
Let's try that again.
no holds barred. In the Spotlight,
Let's try that again.
Spotlight interesting topics, issues, and relevant situations. Don't miss In the Spotlight.
Tonight smiles in my jokes in the meanwhile.
In the
Oh, the only
Spotlight.
answer. Oh my God.
Okay, let's try again.
All right, 16 minutes past the hour. We're going to attempt this again, and I think we should be good now.
Yeah, something good.
Something good. Nice and deep, Hunty.
Yes.
All right, awesome. Thank you, Showin. It's a good thing you always come around to make sure I'm okay. Let's just make him finish. You good? All right, we're all set at 17 minutes past the 8 o'clock hour. Good night again, everyone, and we go across and say good night to King Hunter.
Yes, good night to everybody looking at us right now, everybody listening. Special good evening to you. It's a pleasure to be here, and I can't foresee that we're going to have a very good show.
A very good time.
Yes.
Like you always give people a good time
Very
on
good
stage.
time.
You're going to give them a good time
Tonight.
on the show tonight.
That's it.
Hunter, thank you so much for accepting the invitation to be here on the program. I really appreciate and I feel good when people like you accept invitations from me to be on the program.
But I must compliment you on getting me here because I think you were the only person that could get me to really give my life story. Because,
Well, I feel honored, my dear.
you're most welcome.
Okay, but before we start,
Mhm.
we're gonna break it down a little bit, all right?
Yeah.
Don't pay attention to my paper and what's on there. Only me and Mara know what's on there, right? We're gonna do a little icebreaker before we get into the program.
Yeah.
Now I'm going to ask you a couple of things.
Mm.
You must give me an answer.
Okay.
At least for the first 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Yeah.
Okay?
Uh-huh.
You have to
I
choose
must-
one.
Okay.
Okay? Alright.
Choose one to give you an answer.
You have to choose one of the two.
Okay.
Okay?
All right.
Are you ready?
I'm ready. Right.
Okay. Coffee or tea?
Coffee.
A good broth or a delicious soup?
Good broth.
A good broth. Wine or whiskey?
Wait, Whiskey.
Whiskey.
Yeah.
Alright. Boxers or briefs?
My daughter would say boxers.
Boxers.
When she was small, we'd say boxers.
So you're a boxers guy.
That's correct. I like to hang loose.
Cats or dogs?
Dogs.
Are you a cats guy or a dogs guy?
I'm a dogs guy.
You're a dog. Any type you like? Pitbull? What you like?
Any dog. Chihuahua.
Okay. I have a terrier and poodle mix.
Oh yeah.
His name is V. Yes.
Oh.
And I love him a lot.
Okay.
Right?
All right.
Yes. I'm showing. We're back. Calypso or soca?
Two.
You have to choose one.
Why? Soccer.
Soca. Soca. We'll get into that later.
But is that a close finish?
It's a close
Very
finish.
close finish, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Soca just gets a little edge.
Yeah.
And I suspect why soca get the edge, because you can misbehave more with soca.
You're smart.
I'm a smart girl.
Very good.
Next one, north or south?
No.
No, easy.
Easy.
That's an easy one.
Easy. You know.
Oh gosh. One of my co-workers gave me that one for you. Yeah. He gave me that. A co-worker gave me that one. Tell me, ask him north or south. Clifton or Roseau? That was an easy one.
Easy.
What is playing on your car stereo as we speak now?
Soca music.
Soca music. CD?
CD.
A CD of soca music.
Soca music.
Not Calypso.
Not Calypso.
Soca.
I love a very good Calypso, but soca.
Yes.
I'll tell you why I choose.
Soca. No, we'll get into that. You're not escaping with that at all. Okay. If you were immortal, what age would you choose to stop aging and why? Like that. Oh God.
You catch me.
I catch you.
La.
What age you would want to stop aging at and say that is it for me? At the
100.
right old age of 100,
100, yeah.
you'd want to be 100.
100, yeah.
But-
Good health and good stuff.
But hunting at 100, certain things might not be
Well,
working.
let me tell you something. When you
Leave that alone. Leave that alone.
yeah.
If you had to eat one meal every day for the rest of your life, what would it be?
A good fish broth.
A good fish broth.
Yeah.
Not pork.
No. Why?
Not. I know these will get you. I chose these very, very well.
Yeah, you have me wrapped up. Sir.
The last one, hunting for you, is if you could be any animal in the world, what animal would you choose to be?
Any animal.
Any animal in the world.
A dog.
A dove. A dove.
Peaceful, loving, quiet, nice. Fly where you want to, enjoy the breeze, nice.
I like that. A dove.
Dog.
A dove. Okay. How was that, Hunter? You like that? All right. Okay. Good evening again, everyone. So we're gonna get into business now with Deryck Hunter St. Rose. Where did Hunter come from?
Well, I was a hunter from the age of 12. I mean,
What were you hunting?
Manitou, agouti, crayfish.
You like wildlife?
Yes, good dive as well. Yeah. So from age 12, I was already. At night, I used to go out alone, come in like 2 and 3 in the morning with my bag and stuff, and my dogs. I had some good dogs as well, you know. So I was very, very brave, very, very brave young man. Like,
From age 12?
Yeah, circumstances caused me to.
Yes.
Be, yeah.
We'll talk
Very
about those
much,
circumstances. But who gave you the name?
Well, I entered the Calypso business as Moggy. And
Moggy?
As Mog. But I'll tell you why.
Oh, I don't like that.
You see, no, I'll tell you what, how the name came about. You know, in the countryside, you know, no electricity at the time, no television, or if 2 people had television. So we would spend a lot of time, so boys would spend a lot of time together. And guys would give you a nickname and they say if you a local palace, if you would moan about it, that name would stick with you. So they started calling me Mog. I wasn't happy, and the reason for calling me Mog was I had this goblet I used to drink in, and the fellas thought I was too big, so you know, I used to love my cocoa tea, and the name stuck with me, you know.
So Moggy, as in mug.
Yes.
The mug was too big.
Yes. So I sang in Portsmouth. People from Portsmouth still call me Moggy. Yeah? Sang in Portsmouth. Then I joined the first Mr. Luder. Michael Luder. What old name is that?
Fine. I agree with Mr.
Mog. When you going to that? Yeah? And then a night at the rehearsal, Scrunter spoke to me and he figured out that I'm a good talent and so bring me into the tent. And a lot of guys keep pressuring me to have a name change. So I said, yeah, let's have something like that. Scrunter, Hunter, and yeah, Hunter came up. Stop.
Oh my God! And something that came almost naturally from your young age growing up.
Yeah, I remember observer laughing and giving me all kind of pressure. Why you gonna what happened, observer? Yeah, so I was forced to change that Moggy business. Yeah.
Okay, so that's where the Moggy came from.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, Hunty. It didn't sit very well with me. Moggy.
No, at the time I didn't worry. My stage presence was what I really mattered. The name
Didn't mean anything.
To me, no.
No. But Hunter.
Sounds more
yes,
majestic.
man, of course. King Hunter. So those years you talk about being 12 years old, growing up, doing the hunting, where was that? Tell us.
That was in Clifton.
Clifton. All the way up
All
north.
the way up north, yes.
The tip, almost the tip of
That's
the
correct.
island. Which one is at the tip? Cottage or Clifton? Capuchin is at the tip.
And you have Clifton, Cottage. Yes. Tukari, Savantai.
So Clifton is the area that you are from.
Yes.
So you're going to tell me about Clifton.
Okay. Clifton is a little village on the hill. Our population is about 240 people. Very small community. So if anything happened in the village, before you know it, the whole village would have known about it. You know, very small. The people are very close, but so anything else, you are going to have people with the differences and everything else. But it's a nice community. Typical Dominican, we fight, but any natural disaster, somebody dies, people, community come together and support each other and that kind of thing. So yeah, it was nice growing up in Clifton.
So you're going to tell me a bit about your background.
Okay. All right. My father has 14 children. And in 1 year, he had 4 of us. Yeah, in 1 year, I had 3 sisters in the area. Two of us came from Clifton. There was one in Cottage, Annie, and then one Colby Street.
So wait, four siblings,
Yes.
4 of you all, 3 siblings and yourself,
And myself.
born in the same year.
Same year.
To all different women, obviously.
Yes, it was. Very
He
busy
was a
man.
very, very busy man. Very, very busy. A hot number, you would call that.
A charmer.
Yeah. Oh, he was a charmer.
Yes.
But he would have had to be.
But I always thought people took advantage of him. He's a very nice guy.
Wait.
you know.
Wait. So are you saying to me the ladies took advantage of your father?
Maybe. You see, when you're too nice,
I need Scrunter here tonight.
when you're too nice, I could get in trouble too. You know? Well, I don't know.
So is it that he was helping out the ladies?
But
you know?
actually, his profession was a police officer. He was a police officer.
Yeah.
For
We
40
know
years.
the stories
Yeah,
about
in those days, yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, when you had no electricity, they were the fire stick of the village, so the only light in the village. Light of the whole community, all the communities. So,
No, the people out there are really taking their kicks on you. Okay, I'll just let you know that.
we're gonna have fun.
Yes, we are,
Yeah.
definitely. So you had 13 brothers and
And
sisters.
sisters, yes, and my mother had 6 of us. I was the first one.
You were
But
the
I am the first one.
Really?
I was still alive, yeah. I
Oh,
was still alive.
so you have 5 siblings.
Mm-hmm.
All are alive. No, you
Yeah,
have
6.
more than more.
6.
You have
6
5
on my
on your
mom-
mother's
6
side.
on my mother's side.
And then,
And 14
so
on
do
the
you
other side.
know everybody?
Everybody, and we have a very good relationship. Everybody.
Really?
Yeah, very nice.
And they're all St. Rose.
The 14 are centuries, and then before my mom got married, she had 3 of us: myself, Steve Winchester, and Gary Winchester. You know? And then after that, she had 2 girls, a boy, and then my last sibling is a girl.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
So I had 4 boys, 3 girls.
How was your father able to take care of all of those kids?
Those days with kind of salary, I don't think it was very possible to manage that kind of task. So
Wow.
it was difficult.
It was difficult. So does that mean the onus was mostly on your mom to
On
take
my
care
mom.
of your children, of your?
Yeah, as I was saying, I'm the only child of my mother and father. But
I understand. So you are the only child of your mother and father.
mhm.
Oh wow.
And my mother had me at a very young age too. She was 18 years.
It's
Yeah, very young.
very young.
But let me tell you, she was bad. Like as my friend would say, like Sians. When she was rough in terms of protecting the children and fending for children and ensure that you were at church every Sunday. I used to love to play cricket, and I remember as yesterday morning, Sunday morning, church would start at 11 o'clock, and 10:30 I am at the crease batting, and asking fellas, what's the time? He said 10:30. I said, no, I will leave when you up me. Kasa. Hello. So they started running.
Your mother.
More, and she could send us to. Took off. I didn't give that money. I just put that clothes on. Yeah, my church sweating. We had to be at church every Sunday. You had to be at
She
church.
was a disciplinarian.
You had to be at church, man.
Yes.
No matter what, no matter how. And I remember my mother correcting me. I was age 20, and I just couldn't do what I wanted to do.
Even
age
at
20.
that point.
And I was very respectful. I would take my clothes. And I'll give you a joke. At that time, the Capuchin police station was still there. From time to time, we would go to the station to look at movies. I remember a guy, he got married to a cousin of my Deryck. They had television and so you'd rent cassettes and watch movies, pay $1, cook up, cook up and thing. So
Dollar?
yeah,
Okay.
just to rent the cassettes and so on. And I remember I used to ask my mother to go there, and then she would give me permission. Sometimes when I know she's not going to give me a positive answer, I would sneak out. And I would come home, and the wheel was in the morning. Let me tell you something. Now, we had a wooden built structure, and then, they used to have the latch, So I had a technique to open the door, no matter how you lock that, So I would use a cutlass. I would hide my cutlass before I leave to make sure I have something. So I would take the cutlass, put it in the crack, and lift it up, and rest it gently. Mother let me sleep. 5 a.m., you know, man tired, sleeping. Broomstick, baby. Don't give me information. I was a big man. I was like, one time I tell her, ma'am, I'm 19 years, man. You know that?
So she would know you, even if the times you sneak out.
Yeah, she go to bed and waiting for me. And then I would hide under the bed. I had the best technique to hide under the bed. I would put my feet on the hand and pull up my body and so she would be sending the broomstick under the juke. Come on, man. Yeah. So I have good bed technique.
Mara.
Yeah. Yeah.
On time, Mira's going to have an amazing program with you tonight. I didn't expect it to start so early.
Yeah.
But let us talk a bit about life though.
Okay.
You know, growing up, you know, your mother being such a young mother, having a few of you all, you know, your father not being able to provide for the family, for you and your siblings. What was that like?
Okay. It was difficult. It was, I used to have a fun time. I remember every summer we would, all the boys and girls from the village would take breath, would go by the bay, roast, guys would dive, and we used to have an amazing time. You know? But my mom got married when I was about 9.
Okay.
And it was, my stepfather, I love him a lot, but he had a drinking problem.
He was an alcoholic.
Yes, yeah. And that man would come on a Friday night. When he arrived on a Friday night, what we would know from the time that I come, you know, nobody gonna sleep from Friday to Monday.
Wow.
You know? So my mother now, when you drink, you can't, you're not providing for man's children, you're not providing for people's children. So 9 and he's talking about every night. For the whole weekend is fight.
Oh my.
I have a cutlass.
Fight with you too, the kids too?
What? I'll give you the whole story. No, yeah, he would fight and beat my mother had broken arm and everything else. My great grand auntie would fight him as well. Yeah? And so on. So it was a running, that's where I learned to run. I was just very quick off my feet and so on. Yeah. So at 9, for us to get a meal, my mother would have to hide it to give it to us, and when he would catch you with the meal, he would throw it away.
Oh
Yeah. I remember myself getting some serious colors and good. I remember one time we were making coal and we had some wood. There was a lot of wood and stuff. So after my brother and myself, we started carrying wood to make the coal and so on. We got further and we threw a few. I remember with one of the wood, the stick I threw, I got a serious licking at her. No. Yeah. So my mother had to. She had to be in the garden because if she was to eat, she had to, you know. By that time, she had my little sister, my first sister. So I learned to comb little girls' hair to a very young age. Iron, just take care of her stuff. While she'd be in the garden, yeah, while she'd be in the garden and so on. We had to be in the garden too, on a Saturday, so we would take turns to look at the younger kids and so on. So, age 9, a lot of drama, and the sad thing about it is, there were villagers that would be very excited about that and happy about that, you know?
What?
Yeah, it was a very troubling time for us to see my brothers and so on and so on. I have a brother, luckily his grandmother lived in the village, so he would escape, but I have to stay and take the whole fire, you know?
Yeah.
I remember one time I was sweeping the yard, then there's usually the cocoa brooms in the yard, and he was somewhere in the yard eating something. He was drinking some cocoa tea and having breakfast and so on. And the little stone was hit him.
While you're sweeping?
Yeah, this was far, but the stone was light, so he threw the whole cup of cocoa tea, hot cocoa.
At you?
Yeah. So, yeah, I mean,
oh my God.
soaking wet and so on. So at age 12, I used to take care of pigs. I had pigs, we had goats and so on. I used to take care of them and stuff and so on. I learned to. I started hunting because I had to help to provide for myself.
your brothers and sisters and
I used to dive. I used to sometimes 2, 3 o'clock in the morning, and then I had to go to school and so on. And then I would clean my animal. And then I remember a friend of mine is making a second joke because one morning I woke up early, clean a manicure, you know, manicure, difficult to take a distance, all kind of thing. You know, it's very manicure. You have a home, you have people providing for you. Good, but I have to do my, you know what I'm saying? So this continues, and it was every week, every.
Let me interrupt you a bit. So, when this gentleman in question was not drunk, was he okay?
He was alright.
He was alright.
He's alright.
So when it comes to the weekend, is that when he would drink?
He would turn from man to beast. I mean, I saw the guy chew wood like concrete because they used to get cooling and so, and serious fight. I mean, he just instilled a lot of fear in everybody, and I suspected my mom had to stay because of course, you know, and she would tell us, you know, you have to take it easy, and she would pray.
Oh my God.
You know?
Oh my God. I'm sorry I have to bring you back to that time.
It's okay. You know, sometimes it's difficult, you know. And yeah, and people.
What would happen when Monday comes around, Hunter?
Monday is so off and
would you remember what he did?
Yeah, and one of the things you tell me was secondly, you have to eat a lot of food to beat me, you know. I mean, and he knew I was the first child, so he used to attack me, you know, attack me. So I remember a Friday evening, the man started beating my mom, and I landed a punch. He was down for about 3 hours. You know, that's why I decided never to fight. I just, something took me and I just punched him straight in his face and he was out. No, I brought my mother said, boy, I don't want you to get in trouble. I started praying.
But you couldn't stand there and see him doing that to your mother.
Nah, you know the amount of time I remember. Imagine, I remember when my mom was having when she had the last baby in Eurozone, I came up to bring clothes and stuff for her. And when I went home, no, I had my little brother and sisters, the heat was there. The man is drunk during the week and beating the children. So I was like, well, how could you beat it? You know? And
little children.
Little children. My Portia was 2 years, Deborah was, yeah, and children crying, children proving wet up, who messed the diaper, and you know, so I said, you cannot do that. And then when he lunged at me, boom, I punched him and I took off.
You took off?
Yeah. We had, you know, matter pestle.
Yes.
The man.
The thing that you used to pound to make
And the wood of that is hard. Trust me. And when I bent by we lived very close to the church, I bent by the church. When he sent the matter pestle after me, that split in two on the church. Pow, it's open.
Oh
you know?
God, he was gonna knock you off cold.
Yeah. So we have to deal with that for a long time.
How long?
And a long time. Imagine.
And you're here today to speak about that?
No, but you, not me. You know. So age 12, I little man do my thing stuff, and it was just rough to see my mom go through that. I mean, on several occasions, I would see my mom running with just a panty, no bra. You know, middle of the night, she didn't even know where she was running to. I mean,
my God!
It was something else. It was something else, and I think God played His hand. You know, because maybe I could have been in jail or something. It was just terrible. It was just terrible to see my siblings going through that, and the beating and the slap and the, you know, it was something else. But we all, like my mom used to tell us, you have to pray, and you know, the situation is never going to last, and so on. Just pray and whatnot. So at a very started working, doing my thing. No, I had to job at a school because it's too difficult. Nobody's going to finance my program to go to school. I passed to go to the junior secondary program, and I couldn't go. My mother needed help. I can't, don't know where to turn. And well, no presence of no father and son, and I go in for that. It's like the man would help me. Well,
Yeah.
you know.
Your father was a police officer.
Yeah. I didn't know that he probably knocked up this man so many times, but you know. So I had to go for that. Then I got a job on the health center in Clifton to help my mom, or give my mom money to help the others and so on, because my children are eating.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. From that, the project closed. Being
I'm getting
completed.
emotional myself. It's just crazy.
Being completed. I needed to work. No, let me tell you something now. No, don't enough now. We had a serious drug trade going on. That place was every other young boy I knew was trafficking drugs from Guadeloupe to and fellas telling, boy, yeah, what you doing? I was like, nah.
That's
To
not
me,
good.
nah. I say I want to work hard for anything I have to achieve. I'm gonna work hard. I don't want to go for no shortcut. I'm gonna try my struggles. I knew it was gonna last. Strong, fellas, what are you doing? Fellas riding my fellas heavy and so on.
Chaining your neck and stuff going on.
I will take it the right way. You know what I'm saying? And I lost a lot of good friends. A lot of close friends. They disappeared and never returned. People shot them. Yeah. So my stepdad is a caterpillar operator. So I told him, you know what, I want to learn the trade. Okay. We started working. But if you know where Jacqueline Feedry is, by MP Kinfield,
There you go.
yeah, Jacqueline Theatre, where she lives.
Yes.
Yeah. Her husband, Mr. Theatre, used to have caterpillar heavy equipment and so on. So come there, you know, work. I started working with them, doing the mechanic and so on, and learning to operate the heavy equipment and so on. But at the time, I would get $10 a day. You know, $10 a day was just enough to buy 2 bread and a juice and yeah. So I was just not able to go all the way to Clifton. Come on, I tried to get a spot in town. I checked my aunt. She told me that.
How old were you by that time?
That time we were talking about 17. The beating still going on, 17, 18. The beating still going on. So
that was a ritual then, Hunter.
yeah, man. And it was. You just knew every week you had to.
So
go
you dreaded
through-
the weekend.
You just had to go through that.
The weekend was the time you look forward
You
to as a
to- you-
child to run around and enjoy yourselves.
You know, and you know something that I never forgot. I can never forget. Going through that kind of thing. And I remember I was at school and I used to drum a lot. Maybe that's where the music was born. I used to drum a lot and sing, just sing my voice and sing. And the teacher looked at me and she told me, you would drum all your life. And that hurt me. Because here was I looking for help, you know, looking for help, crying out for help. And she just put me under the box. She said, I was like, yo, are you very serious, you know? Yeah. So I had to go for it. Basically, fighting the battle on my own, you know? My grandfather traveled, nobody around to really go to, and I just had to be going through my struggle. Now,
All right, yes. Mara is there with us too. Deryck Hunter's wife is also here with us in the studios.
Yeah.
I was trying to see something that somebody just wrote there. I really have to read that. It says, yes, Deryck said, Rose, I'm so proud of you. I'm even more proud to hear you share your story. I remember our days in Clifton School. Like your mom said, nothing lasts forever. Zafa, Pa, K, Weste. There's some more with it that I can't get to now. Yes. But basically,
okay.
yes.
Right. Okay, but before I go to the rules of thing, let me tell you how the music thing started.
Yes.
So I would drum all my life, just drum, sing, all kind of sound. I would sing on pick on guys and then some of my friends, well, the older guys would go to Guadeloupe. Guadeloupe is close to us, so they will go to work in Guadeloupe and then come back, and then some of them could play music. Like my uncle Ibis, when he was around.
That's your uncle.
Yes, he would come with his guitar and then Ralton and some of the guys, and then the bidon, the oil containers they should bring from Guadeloupe. We made drums out of that, so the guys would play guitar and drum, And I always remember singing a song, where kind of woman you go, Mata? They always, anytime that song was playing, fellas looking for me. You know? So we would have, that would be my best time.
Oh.
Best time. Back at the school and playing and then when I go home it's something else.
Yes. So that was your way of trying to forget about what was going on at home.
We went through that, and I remember singing in the church choir as well. I spent a short time there. And then I remember Bandy Legs Brown. He and a few fellas, they had a group that were moving around the island teaching young people how to act and so on. So I became part of a group. I joined a group, and they put me straight up front to sing. But I was shy. Up to now, I'm still shy. I was shy. So I would put me up front, they would put me up front to sing, I would do my thing, but stage here, but I hide in there, And one time I remember somebody going to push me up front, and there was an old lady there, she told me, you know what, you, Dominica Sparrow, you're going to be the next Sparrow.
Oh my God.
So the lady was about 80-something years, and she looked at me and she told me, you're going to be great. She said, yeah, you're going to be.
Who was that lady?
She is, Clifton Wallace's mother.
Okay.
Yeah. Mr. Wallace is.
And she saw it in you from
she
there.
told me, you're going to be great. Yeah.
She was right.
You're going to be great. Yeah.
She was right. But I'm sure you didn't think that then, though.
No. But until later. Now, working by the theaters, I couldn't, working $10 a day, I couldn't.
That was just enough to eat.
Just enough.
A little something.
No place to stay. I was homeless.
So you had to go up and down?
I would not have gone because
you were homeless?
I'll tell you. So
that's why I'm here. I'm listening.
I remember they had some trucks in the yard, and there was an old truck there. I was sleeping that. Now the seats were separated. So what I would do is put a pill in between the seats, lie there. But then you
kind of even it out, level it out.
Right. But it was uncomfortable, so you couldn't be there for too long. So I would swap. Early in the morning, I wake up and. I'm sorry to hear that. Oh my God. But trust me, that has helped me to be a very strong person. That's why.
I would hope so.
Nothing can shake me because I really fully any challenge. Nothing is going to shake me. Now, in the mornings now, I would go to the river, bathe, and then walk in like I coming from the north, In the afternoons, I would leave and go to the river, pull out, buy a bread and thing, and chill. So it looked like I was.
Yes.
Yeah. So this happened for a little while.
So you'd sleep in that truck?
I was sleeping in the truck, and mosquitoes, and you don't even talk about it. So
what if it rains? What if it?
Yeah, and not when it rains, the heat. You know what I'm saying? So a lot of nights I never had a good rest. I never had a good rest. But then I had to do
17, 18-year-old.
18-year-old, yeah. And then I remember the Portsmouth Improvement Committee, the town of Portsmouth, they had this. They used to organize a Calypso show every carnival. Well, they would take care of the whole carnival season of shows, Queen show. Portsmouth used to be swimming nice, big Queen show and everything. So a lot of people from Rose would come down and be part of the carnival and so. So I told my mother I'm gonna sing. She said, "You sure you want to sing?" I sing. No, we would come all the way to Kingfield to rehearse with RSB, Maximilian Pope, RSB, and then we would have a little moving van, single cab, about 40 fellows would be at the back of that, and then they would, because we had guys from Marigot stretching all the way to Polyho, another good singers were there. And then I remember, no, when you have to go from Kingfield to Marigot, you can't go to Clifton with one man, So I would walk up. One morning I got home, it was 6 o'clock.
Daylight?
Yeah, and when I said, I said, no, I knew I'm gonna make a difference, I'm gonna change the Calypso. She said, I know my ability, I know what I want, the most importantly, I knew what I wanted to do. I said, just watch me, just watch your song go. I'm gonna make you proud. Yeah. So that happened a couple of times. I walked through and things. No, the show came, I made it to the finals, And so I remember Miko telling me, Miko one that year, Miko told me, Morgan, let me tell you, you still call me more captain. He said, let me tell you something. It's true, I won the show. But I think you have an international touch. I recommend that you go to Roseau. You know? Yeah. So, okay, I did 2 years down there, made to the finals, writing my own song. Writing my own song.
You were writing for yourself?
For myself, writing my own song. And guys wanted to write and so on. I said, but I want to learn the skill. I said, my purpose is not winning. I want to develop my skill to stand on my own when the time is right. You know, so I want to. It's not all about winning for me. Yeah. So started doing.
That was the right approach.
Yeah, started doing my thing. I remember coming to Roseau in 1988. There was an independent show. I took part in that, but I had a timing problem. There was the big band, brass and everything else. So Butai was the one who told me, I'm doing something. Hey Mogi, you come in too early. You know? So, yeah, Butai, hold the mic, you know, band played. And he tapped me, no, you know. So, we had a couple of tries and I got it right. Yeah. So, that time, no, I was a loader working, we were building the dam, I remember Calypso almost went on a pressure with me because the gears were not working properly and I was pushing some stuff. And when I reached on the brink of the thing, reverse gear, can't come in.
Oh my God.
Yeah, so when I ease up the
what
brake,
did you do?
you do. No, I made up my mind, I processed in my mind, if this thing, I understand enough. So we over the hill, the spade already over the brink. When I put it in reverse gear, they start going for it. What? So I stood up and I did it last time. That was went back.
In reverse?
In reverse. They had to fix that up. And so my friend Bradford from Badajoz, he comes over and he's married to them, he can give us the mechanic then organize that.
Oh my God.
And then the project went dead. I'm looking for a job.
Can you operate a caterpillar even now?
Yeah.
You can.
I could do almost everything.
I believe you. Listen, at this point, I believe you. Yes.
I'll tell you about my working experience. Working here too, you know, we don't document it.
That's alright. I'm sure you have documents now to travel now.
So yeah, man. So we did that. The next thing, they told me that they were recruiting policemen. And Mr. Francis, I remember Mr. Francis, he's from Peterson, I know. He was my father's very good friend. He used to call me Senti.
What?
Senti. He used to call me Senti, as in St. Rose, the shortened version.
Okay.
Shortened name for Senti. You want to call him? I tell him, yeah, I'm looking for a job. I never wanted to be a person.
You didn't want to be a police?
No, I wanted to entertain and I really loved the heavy equipment business. That is what I wanted to do.
Okay.
You know? I wanted to do construction. I always think of building my own home, that kind of thing. So I said, you know what? Alex Bruno trying to see me. Send an application.
That's a separate story, right?
I can never forget a drip. We'll talk about that grip.
We have to take a note. Talk about Alex Bruno's grip.
That's the ugliest grip I messed up I've ever seen. And I can't. So yeah.
Was it brown?
Brown.
You know it's brown. They used to be mostly brown before.
And it was tripping. A lot of you see the glossy part. I didn't know you water where it is. I don't know water or hot oil is filling that grip. It just removed the glossy part of it. So actually, that's the first grip I saw that was killing. It was killing. So
until you making me go through all kinds of emotions. You're making me cry. You're making me laugh.
But that's my life.
Yes.
I laugh.
I love it. I'm loving it
I have
so
a good
far.
time.
Yeah.
I think I'm the happiest man alive.
I think so.
So
Mr. Francis.
Mr. Francis, yeah. So you told me send in application. I sent in the application. Next thing while I'm home, they call. I think it's Mr. Wallace and tell me that I should come to Roseau to do medicals and so on.
Mm-hmm.
I came down. Boom. Next thing you know, I'm at Montreal. So I took a 2-year break. Well, I joined in 1990. I was 20 years old. joined the force, I told him that I taking a break from Calypso. I want to make sure that I pass the probation period. Thing. Boom. 2 years passed. I came back in. But when I got that 2 years, my brother, one of my brothers wanted to go on sale. By the time he was already 18, I wanted to go on sale. So that was my first loan. First
loan you took was not for yourself?
No, for my brother.
For your brother.
Yeah, that Mara's Bank for the shoes.
And Mara's Bank.
So I took that loan, you know.
You have people dying there.
So, yeah, took that loan for my brother. My brother went sailing. Then my second brother, the one before him, his father sent for him in St. Thomas, so he went there.
So they were escaping that.
One by one.
Yeah.
But the beating never escaped.
The beating never escaped.
Never. So after I graduated from the training school, I was sent to St. Joseph. I spent a year or something there. I sent me to Portsmouth. Portsmouth was a nice experience. To St. Joseph too. I mean, we used to work, and I tell you, my father, although he didn't have the means to support, but then his name, he was a very good officer. I don't know.
Whatever it was.
But he, because of the nature of the man, he was a very nice person, like a father figure to everybody, police officers and so on. So when I started working at St. Joe, I never had to buy fish. I never had to buy any provision. Nothing. The people take care of me.
Oh, that's nice.
And then my attitude too towards people.
Yes.
Attitude towards people. I respected everybody. I love everybody. I have already arrested people, and they still my friends up to today. You know. So that happened. They sent me to Portsmouth. Boom. Made a couple of arrests. What? I was bad. Discipline bad. I'll give you a joke.
I want that.
I want to give you the joke.
Yes.
I have to give you the joke. So, working in St. Joseph now, we had an inspector, John Baptiste. ASB Coffee, Mafia Coffee. That was my band. He was the corporal. We could say that was my tap. Up to today, we were still very, very good friends. And sometimes we would sneak out and go to warehouse.
Yes, go ahead, Auntie.
We'll sneak out and go to warehouse. When the inspector believe we leave a junior and tell him, you have to hold the station tonight. You're on.
And all you in warehouse, you gonna rent a time?
Warehouse. No. One night I arrived at warehouse in Sun by the bar. You know Zed from Tarish Pit? Fell on the long locks.
Yes.
Very bad. I skinny, I weighed about 125, but you know. So I went by the bar. I see Zed pull out something. Put in stuff.
Rolling stuff.
What? I grabbed that. I said, oh, yeah, brothers. Zed look at me. I said, boy, you don't know me. I said, yeah, I don't know you, but you don't know me. He tell me, but bad dog. Mr. Albert, you should be drug squad. He just call him bad dog. Bad dog, no, the man freaked me. I said, you don't know me. And then the good thing about that situation is, I don't know you, and
good.
You don't know me.
Good.
Message me so I put you down.
That is it.
And let me tell you something. Up to today, that my friend can be like the bravest officer ever. I said, well, you mad man, you don't know me. And I get up on my toes, I say, boss,
if you're a little skinny,
thing. And I said, let me see what you have to open that. When I opened it was a high leaf. I said, well, look at it. Fellas remain shocked inside the head. God, I said, well, you don't know me, but I know me, Zed is my friend up to today. You know me?
Oh my
goodness. Yeah.
Mara, this is what you have to deal with. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, so then they moved me to SSU. From SSU, I did a number of courses.
I have to ask you something before you move on to SSU. What was the training like? If you have a little skinny self. And I want to know about after. Were you in the little khaki pants and blue shirt as a recruit?
A fella made the worst joke on me ever. We used to dress in blue, and a guy came to do a work, some work and wonders. And the man watched me and he thought I was a prisoner. Man, I was big since of my life. I mean, you know?
If you're recruiting
The
before.
guy came to Monbrose on police compound and telling me he took me for a prisoner working in the yard, man. I was like, man, you're mad. Man, you're mad fella. You know? So, so here was Alex. Well, let me tell you something.
Let's talk about that. The trading part. I'm sorry. I was here about the trading part.
Yeah.
I want to know what Alex too.
Boy, let me tell you something. No, no. We had this man, Mr. Bonnaby. He was a drills instructor.
Mm-hmm.
And from the time the man break the man was healed in the corner, everybody jumped in.
Oh boy.
And we used to have this thing, the potty, we used to wrap it. I don't know where you get this thing from. Your shoe, you have a shoe, and above your shoe, they have a long blue thing like a bando, or whatever the thing you pass around here. A scarf. And you have to wrap
Somebody
it.
told me about that. Was it Mr. Weeks?
And every time you plant your feet in the ground, this thing will come out. So fellas behind you would, when they rest on that, when you pull, this is like a banza, you know, a catapult, you just see it passing in front of you, you know. So we had to do that. And Mr. Bonnaby was something else. Yeah.
How was Alex as a recruit hunting?
But Alex, when
Don't tell the truth. Don't be afraid.
no, we
I'm sorry, I just had to bring that in there. You were maybe the cream of the crop, but probably Alex wasn't.
So they asked everybody to be at headquarters 9 a.m. to go to Monbrose. But let me tell you something, you have to see all kind of funny dressing, hairstyle, kind of afro. Then this little man, a tight shirt, and he brought a grip. Now that grip looked like, I don't know if a ring, that was, like you know when you're looking for something to put some, and he found that grip, and I just came to Monbrose with that. Let me tell you something. One of the, the grips used to have 2 fasteners to lock it.
Yes.
One was working. So one was working, one wasn't working. So the part that was not working, he passed some rubber on it to blank.
Are you serious, Hunter? This is not a story.
This is real,
Truth.
real thing. So Monbrose, I don't know what happened.
He
stayed
couldn't
about 2
take
weeks.
it?
No, he couldn't take
He-
it. For some political things.
Oh, okay.
So,
Oh, yes, there is
they
a
say he was
story
on
in
some stage.
platform and
Platform.
whatever. But he has denied that categorically.
Well,
He said he drove.
Oh, drove
But
past
he
the
said
okay.
he drove.
Okay.
He drove the person.
Okay.
But he
Although
said-
I find that shouldn't be a reason.
Yeah.
I don't want to
Yeah.
say his country.
Yes,
and
yes,
that
yes.
shouldn't be a reason.
Right.
This thing will kind of petty
Yes.
in my mind, you know? So,
Maybe it had to be that way.
Yeah. I'm a big journalist.
You understand,
So-
right?
so-
Political science.
Yes, man. It was sad to see him leave because we started
Bonding.
bonding like a
Mhm.
family, you know?
Mhm.
The SB Corbett was there, George, Big George. Yeah. So, no, this thing was like torture, but you have to be strong. And the training is not meant to kill anybody, but to make you mentally tough. Because, man, if you take the jamming up there, it's not when you go down to the communities, different communities, you're going to stand up, or you're going to be able to take people pressure. You understand? So they will call you all kind of names. The instructor tell you, I don't remember people's names too well, so anything I call you, I point to you, yeah, that's your name, because you have to take it, you know? So I remember Mr. But we used to run around, when you falter, they would let you run around with not MC, 303. There was one 303 weighs about 9 pounds.
Oh.
Yeah. And I saw guys running around, but I need to run with 10 of that on your shoulder, and you would time to make one wrong. And anytime you see 1 second, you have to double up. I saw guys just act really like I finished with that and just drop everything and yeah.
And you and your skinny self
Skinny
survived that?
self survived that. Yeah.
Wow.
Well, it was good because it helped to toughen you mentally and shape you for life. You know, that training, if you're really ambitious, it could shape you for life. You know, if you're really serious about the job, you know? Yeah.
Alright, Hunty. We're going to take a bit of a break. Yes, I need to give you a moment. Take a
Yeah.
sip of water. We're coming right back. Keep it locked. This is what you call a heck of a In the Spotlight radio show. We're coming right back. Let me tell you What? You giving me record views there? We no joke. No joke. I'm not lying. I am looking for this. I don't think crying for power on the list.
They sent in an email to you. The first email with 2 songs in it.
Yeah, because my phone is there.
Oh, okay. Well, I don't know how you can see it from my phone. Well, I have an email too.
Hello? Okay, cool. Yes, sir. Okay, my brother. Okay, cool. Yes, sir. Okay.
What is that number? Your WhatsApp number?
No, the thing is that I needed to pay properly. Yeah. So I need. I will let show you. So he sent it as a separate.
Together with that song. Crop and Cry for Power. On the same
Did I not see it there?
Maybe you put it in there.
Just let me look again. Everybody, what a carnival, body move, French experience, only you. Oh, one of my favorites, only you. Soca Lollipop 21, both of us, Cream of the Crop, holding you. The Moonlight, Trouble Designers, Gentle Kind of Nation, Take You Dancing, One Flag, Law and Order, Love to Medley, Hunter, you don't know. Is that Monday Amasya? You don't know. No? What if you don't know?
When Larry sent it for me, it was
I wouldn't find it on YouTube, not true?
probably it will, but yeah, check YouTube. I want to see. Let me see myself.
We cannot not play that song tonight, yeah. So it will kill me. Oh, he's wonderful. He's fabulous, trust me. My family, I mean, love the amount of comments that they do. You can read them from your song, but I cannot. Yeah, the cream of the crop. The cream of the crop. Love them when they go wrong, protect them.
Chelsea.
Oh, he did.
My husband. I go, Jesus, like, first was my shop,
Ay. I don't think that. Yeah, we'll show you comes there before we
I
wrap up.
have it on an email. Just 2 songs. Cream of the Crop and that.
I wonder if there's somewhere we can probably club in something there. I'm sure there's something new.
So what is this your email?
No, that's the desktop. Oh, I get what you're saying. I should be able to log into an email there. My land. There's another account. Let me see that.
But you know, I don't tell you feel the cry. I don't tell you feel the cry. You don't tell you, oh, they're making me cry.
Okay, send it to in the spotlight dot da at gmail.com. 12 minutes moving down past the 9 o'clock hour. We are the cream of the crop, and we are tonight actually in the Spotlight Radio Show with Deryck, King Hunter, St. Rose. We've had a few emotions tonight. We've gone through the sad, emotional, a few tears came down my own eyes. Hunter himself broke down a bit. And of course we have the moments of laughter in sharing some of his stories, truthful stories too. You know, the recruit and Alex Bruno briefcase, suitcase really already had me going. We're going to talk some more about, before we go back to the music, let us talk some more about your job as a police officer. So you came, you went to St. Joseph, and then from St. Joseph, you did Portsmouth for a while.
Yes, 6 months in Portsmouth. 6
months in Portsmouth.
And then I was sent to SSU.
SSU.
In 1992.
Do you get sent to SSU so quickly? I thought SSU was a special.
It was a special exception, and then you needed 4 years. You would have to do 4 years at the time to get into SSU.
Okay.
But because of my record in St. Joseph as a recruit, Portsmouth, we did a lot of,
fella.
well, I was a very good runner, so no criminal could escape my. Very quick and very brave too, you know. And the way I used to approach people too, in a very respectful manner and team. So I would basically
no matter who it is, you would still maybe sue them or whatever.
Yeah, and get a lot of what I wanted done. I remember one time there was a fellow from Woodford named Cocky. I never heard of Cocky. Yeah. So I was patrolling alone. That time they would have the longhouse and guys would bring bananas and everything else. And Cocky came from nowhere. There were what, 40 vehicles in a line, and Cocky came from nowhere and just came up front. I said, hey, hello sir. You gotta go back at the back of the line. Cocky, watch me there. I said, let me tell you something. I may be little, but I'm dangerous. You have to go back. I tell Cocky, you have to go back, boss. Or little me going to arrest you today.
Hunter!
And Cocky, with all his big mouth, had to go back at the back of the line. You're going to tell Karen. They said, tell Karen. Karen to tell you I was doing my job. I'm knocking you up. Yeah. Cocky had to go back at the line. He's my partner now. I said, you disrespectful. All the people there before you come out, where you come out, who the hell is Cocky? Go back.
Go back.
Go back.
Cocky had to go back.
He had to go back, man.
Yes.
Yeah.
Take his and go back.
Right back.
Yeah.
Yeah, wait like anybody else. You know what I'm saying?
That's right.
So, SSU, 1992, they sent me to Barbados where we did basic training. And from there, it was almost every year I was on some training, some place we did trade trainings together. It's a beautiful time. The training, we would work hard, but we would have a very good time, you know. Puerto Rico at the time with the Americans and the British and so on, we did everything from sniping to I'm a qualified sniper as well.
You are?
Yeah, I don't tell people my skills, but good for myself.
Yeah.
Very good for myself. Yeah. So we did that, a lot of training, Barbados, all over, we trained all over. So I got to know a lot and meet a lot of people.
But you know what? Many of us know you as a Calypsonian. The guy who comes on stage and as a soca artist, the guy who comes on stage and entertains and winds his waist, that's what we know you for. You know that, right? Yes. And does that kind of a thing that some of us don't understand how you do it. The only person who might understand how you do it is
hello.
Right? So many of us know you for that. So I mean, to even hear you talk about how serious you take your job is a totally new experience for me.
It's a different thing. And one of the things I always I was a junior officer, just came to the business, and the senior guys are telling me, look, nobody's going to take advantage of anybody in my presence. I will not be part of it. So you deal with everybody as a human being. It's not your job to prosecute and to the magistrate is there. And from very early, I always respected people, got what I want in a very nice way. Yeah.
How do you think your upbringing and that experience that you had with your stepdad and in your home environment, how do you think that lent to the type of police officer that you became?
I have to tell you what, because of the abuse I went through, I promised myself that I would never abuse anybody. And I'm a serious protector of women and children. I got myself in a lot of trouble for defending women. Fellas beating when that would have been for them.
No.
And that's the time I get I'm a very nice guy. But if you want to see me really angry, is to take advantage of a lady.
So you're turning into a monster.
Or when I hear guys abuse,
it's because of that, what you saw.
Sometimes I look at the court and to hear the evidence, I cry as a big man.
I believe you.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You cannot gruesome thing.
Yeah.
I can't tell you this kind of thing. No, not in my word. That's why my children, you could do me what you want. But when you come to my family and team, it's a different program. I would destroy a village just for them. I promised, because what I went through, I promised I was going to protect. Never to raise my hand on a woman, never to disrespect a woman, to make you ridicule you, to make you, to put you down. My job is to elevate, compliment, make you feel good about yourself, not to bring down people and to make people feel they're less than, that kind of thing. So all my life, and if you listen to the lyrics of my song, is songs of unity, songs of hope, songs of love songs. Yeah, I believe in that kind of thing, to make sure that people are happy. So I decided I would bring that joy. That's why I enjoy doing soca, because it gives me the leeway to say those nice things.
You know what? I like this one.
Only you?
My favorite. Let's go, auntie.
You my sunshine to the world I must explain.
Yes, I love you, baby. I love you, baby.
Yes, you make me like complete. The way you shut me up my feet.
I love you, baby. I love you, baby.
My head has feel too. Every time I think of you, I feel just like a king. I want to dance. I want to dance.
Give my love a chance. Only you. Only you.
You know that song was the number one song on WLIB in New York for a long time?
Yes?
Yeah.
I can understand why. Only you, baby, only you. I can't explain.
You, baby, only you. Who got the love that I need?
It's you.
Yes, it's you.
It's only you.
Baby.
Only you.
Yes, it's you.
It's only you. I have to play a little more of that one. I love you, baby. I love you, baby. I love you, baby. I love you, baby.
Are you serious?
Like a queen, only you. Baby, only you. Alright, we have to take a look at this one because this is one of my favorites actually. I really love that one. And you have quite a few of those nice soca ballads that really just bring out this nice warmth and kind of loving vibes. Quite a few persons say that they love it too. So Hunty, let us continue. I see all the time it's creeping up on us. It's creeping up on us. 22 minutes past 9 o'clock. Don't worry about that. So you went through the ranks. So you went to SSU, and where are you now? Still at SSU. You like being there? You like being
there? And what I do know is SSU is like the
Yes, what is SSU?
Special Service Unit. Yeah, and
That's not special branch.
No.
SSU is different.
It's like the military arm of the force.
Okay.
You know, we are the first responders during disasters, riot, and we like the military there. You know, and we were part of an organization called the RSS, Regional Security Service. You know, so if there's any uprising or riot or whatever in any of the Caribbean islands, we get men from all the different islands and become a big force and work together to help alleviate whatever stress or problems.
Just like somewhere here, Costa Rica Maria.
Right. So yeah, so SSU is one of the most disciplined sections in the police force.
Disciplined.
Yes, disciplined in the police force right now. So what we do when we get new officers, like recently we got last year, we got about 15 of them. And these are young men who come in from the communities, from all different backgrounds, and so, you know, some of them working for the first time, getting started for the first time. So what we normally do is to mentor them, and we talk about everything from family life down to religion to everything, because a lot of them need guidance, you know. So we even talk about, you know, saving money, putting something aside, and, you know, preparing yourself for the future. Those of you who want to go and study, make sure you know, just mentor them and make sure you're on your back. Every 2 weeks we meet them. You know, Inspector Banis, myself, Corporal Timothy, the senior officers, you know, senior fellows in ranks. Okay. We meet them and talk to them and help shape them. And so far they've been doing very well. You know, very disciplined, very respectful. You know, and I always maintain, with discipline and respect, you could go anywhere in the world. Because
Sure.
I've proven it, I've seen it, and so yeah. So after 2 years, my probation period had passed. I came back in the Calypso business, made it to the finals. A year after, I decided I was going to do something with my mom. I remember going to the credit union, and one of the loans officers thought I was very mad.
Second loan?
Yeah, second loan.
Second loan. First one was brother. Second loan.
My mom, I decided, my mom had a broken down house, I decided I was going to, yeah.
You were going to take a loan to build a house?
Yeah, $70,000. She said, you mad? I said, man, I have to do. I'm a blessed boy.
Wow.
You know? I am blessed, and I'm going to receive blessing on the blessing. So I know what you went through. My stepfather would break down every window, every week, break down doors, break down doors. So I decided I was going to take a room. Yeah? And she thought I was very mad. I said, no. I believe my talent with like.
And at that time, $70,000 was probably like $150 now, or maybe close to $200,000.
I can see that loan officer saying, yeah, she told me no.
She told you that?
Yeah, I was persistent. I went back again. I said,
Is not that lady there?
No.
Oh.
It was at the credit union.
Yes, it was credit union. Okay. I just check in.
But I eventually got the money, did my stuff. So, music, swinging, counter performing, made it to finals. But one of the things I always maintain, and I have a broad scope, thinking way beyond, thinking future, thinking business. Yeah, what is true, I wanted to be in the Calypso business to help propel me, you know, give me a name for myself. While I did I could have won a lot more crowns, but crown winning was always on my agenda. My agenda was to look beyond that and make more money than people in competition, I'll tell you. So I started doing soca, writing songs, boom, writing for fellas to go listen. You know, I write for guys overseas too.
Really?
Up to now, I'm helping.
You know, I'm developing a whole new respect for you, huh? Just so you know that, I'm letting you know that.
Thank you. And the thing is, one of the things about me, I never like to tell people what I do.
Apparently not.
I don't.
I'm happy I could. Well, I'm happy that I could get you to be here
out of my
tonight.
heart. Sometimes we'll be in the competition, I compete with guys. And I tell them, tutoring fellas, the way they move, and when people believe we are at war, you know, and one of the nice people say, I close that. But if people don't know me.
Yes, let's talk about
People
that.
don't know me. The thing is, let me tell you, people don't understand it. They will never understand me. You know what happened? God, what? The guy is talented, and I tell him you're a talented boy, and let him know that he's doing well, and only Tasha P. Oh, I would be Tasha P, my
I
girl.
believe you, Hunter.
I
It's
take
like
Tasha
I
P.
just, yeah.
And showing her all the moves and so on. And even though you beat me, it's not the problem. It's not about me. Because I can never sing all the calypso in the world. I can never. No. We want to develop young people, and that's the vision of my life. To develop young people. As if you make it big, a Dominican goes, and I don't always look big. As if you make it big, you're going to bring musicians, you're going to bring money to the country, and that's what we've been about. Always, that is my very good friend. When people don't know, that's my boy. You know? And we have we and all the Calypso and have a very good relationship. I go overseas, tell people here you have to bring that man. You know? And the music, I'll tell you something about the music. Now the music gave me an opportunity to have a lot of power on the outside. And people don't know. The radio station play 1-2 songs, God bless, Ted Dilly, Wadix, and so on. But on the outside, with the type of lyrics I sang, I gained a lot of respect on the outside. I would go to Antigua and tell the immigration officer, my name is Deryck Centros, aka the Hunter. God, do you want Hunter? I would get hotels free, I would get meals free, money to play in casino free. But Observer experienced that with me. Observer was there. Yeah, man, why? When you know, just follow me. No. And only I would introduce them to the major players and the thing. Because by that time, I knew everybody that were running all the big shows, and I was right in there. Nice, quiet, simple, respectful, getting good pay. Now, during the season, fellas would beat me, I would snipe. So right. After this season, hello.
Who out there?
Wanna play? And I
Yes.
tell something. And these people would, and quite nice discipline way. Well, sir, I know you need me to perform, but I need airline ticket, transportation, money for meals, and my salary. Now, so you're not going to group me. The way we're doing it is nice. You send half of the money, and when I perform, I get my other half.
Yes.
That's the business part of it.
Yes.
Yeah, I have this thing locked down.
You had it locked down.
Yeah, months in advance I perform. I have half of my money in Dominica, long time. You know?
If anything happens, well,
I understood
the business aspect of the music.
And I try to get fellas to understand the thing, and some fellas never jump. No.
I think we knew that though about you.
I would never leave Dominica without my music. One time I was traveling and I forgot the music, I gave right back for it. I have a CD. I gave CD. I wasn't afraid to give people music, and the music just all about it. So in a quick time, people from Trinidad even argue with me. You from Trinidad? Yeah. Nice. All in between, all the big stars, I there doing my thing and so. So I knew all the people in the business, so I asked them to bring people. And I tell them I don't want to come next year, but bring this man from Dominica. He's a good man.
Yes.
So
you try to get the others on board.
Yes, the guys got good opportunity to go and do well for themselves. So yeah, I was telling you. So fellas who beat me here, I make a 5,000 for the finals and so on. But in a month, I'll triple that.
Wow.
Yeah. Talking about and people would make things like you're talking about 1,500 US, and in those days 1,500 US. When I 2,500 US and fellas paid me, put them on. I did a song for Lady all the way in East Cayman Island. Actually, the ruling party in Cayman Island, I wrote the campaign song. Right? People doesn't know my business. Actually, I'm gonna tell you a day how I made it.
Tell me, Hunty, tell me everything.
No, that's why I never really regretted my the chances I took when I wanted to write. I just wanted to further myself in the music business and everything. A weekend, I made $14,000 just so. I'll tell you. And cool, calm, nice, easy. Nobody know my thing. I think only person know where it is viral, and then it's So, Ableton from Jamaica came down. God bless Jenny, my sponsor. Astafan. and they wanted an ad, and I do a lot of ads too for overseas here.
Right, yes.
So the guy said he wanted an ad, so then he said she looking at somebody. So she called me and in a meeting. The guy said, I'm here for the weekend, and if I can hear something before I leave on Monday, it's good we're doing that. I said, okay, so do some notes. By the time we're downstairs, I called him and I have a song. What? I said, yeah, all right. Boom. I called my partner. Called him, I said, call him, we have a job to do. Pop, pop, pop. So we fell everything. Sunday. I said, man, you're a magic man. I said, yeah. He said, yeah, just to pop up.
$13,000, just like that.
Easy like a
Mara.
Yeah.
True story.
Simple like a pimple. Yeah. And then I would talk. No, I moved from Deryck was to first class. Yeah.
Of course.
No.
Deryck was to first class.
So sometimes.
Jesus have mercy.
Sometimes a month I will be like 4 or 5 times. Sometimes I tell them this, I have a family, I have young children, but I'll tell you all the things with the children. So, but it's so much thing we have time.
Don't worry, we'll talk. Don't worry.
So, yeah, I would be flying all over. All over.
Something you also did quite a bit of. You produced a lot of albums.
Yeah.
When others were not really doing that.
Yeah, because for instance.
What was the reasoning behind that?
Is to get myself
marketable, to market yourself. Get you off
and
it.
the only way you're going to do it is by putting yourself in this kind of, I would travel my thing and go, listen, this guy, listen, you know?
Drop it off at radio stations, do things.
And then I had some good people in all the islands. And at that time Anne-Marie was in New York, so Anne-Marie decided she was going to manage me. Boom. And I gave her the tools to brag about you, tell them, listen to one of the best. You know, and when the guys listen to Only You, and they said, man, bad, where you from? True. And then we'll do all the Trini shows, all the things. Then I had a fella in Paben in Miami, I had Myrick in Houston, and also Leroy James used to be in St. Martin, and we just had all the radio stations running. Now, in 2004, Scrum Daniels decided we were going to do CD. We did the first CD.
Brotherly Brothers.
Brotherly Brothers. Yeah, but we will tell you the struggle of this. We couldn't get any financing. The band said they give us money and nobody gave us money. Some people said we were going to sponsor, and the last minute they say, nah, nothing. And we have music here. I used to write for like 20 songs a season. I have songs that are 15 years old by Freddie.
Not yet produced?
No, I have a song I did for Freddie when we released it back. And after the hurricane, he saw how relevant it would have been. Lumber in your yard, you know. I said, but it's crafty, well organized music, stuff. Yeah. So nobody want to give us money and so on. Fine. We have a loan when they do a credit report, they say, nah, yeah. So
after you causing it to be a little scandalous here.
I try to lie and say I'm not going to do that. Hello, sir. Now, we go there, there's going to be a problem. So, I can never forget that Mr. George saw me driving there. Where you going? I said, good morning. He said, disappointed. What happened? I said, well, you're trying to get some money to do an album there. And he said, okay. I said, what? You're mad. Yeah, Mr. Nicholas George. Yeah.
Oh,
the police politician.
Superintendent.
Police politician.
Yes. Party politician.
Yeah. So, he told me, no man, I'm going to bet my money on you. He said, I'm going to go to the bank and I'm going to sign for you.
Oh.
He called Mr. Nominator and said, Nominator, let me tell you something. 2 of the best going to do an album, and I want you sponsor one, I sponsor anyone. No man say, who is that? Oh, one time sponsor. So I say, yes. He say, well, no, if you say kill George, I will bury you. Good friends. So, Mr. George, he packed his car in town, and then Bank Facet, remember Bank Facet was, I think, we went there, and he told me, let me do something, I'm signing for this man, give him any amount of money you want, I'm signing for him, if he doesn't pay, I will pay. Yeah, Mr. George. And then we did the album. And before I gave him the CD, he said, no, I don't want the CD. He told me, listen to that. He turned his key, first thing.
He bought his CD?
He would beat me into it every time. Before this CD was out, I don't know who is from the studio. He would buy a CD. He said, nah, I want to see you grow. And let me tell you something. I had some commissioners, because they understood the program very well. Because I told them, this is not about me. If we look at the country, if we look at public police relations, I could go in any community and talk to anybody and nice and everybody calm. The most violent person will just come. Yeah. Approach. The music.
Yes.
So we did this thing. St. Martin, we had St. Martin lockdown, we started doing tours and everything. So we that off the following year we did another album, boom. And 1 year we got a gig to go to Canada. Young bull, I told them I don't live going nowhere without spend than young. We went to St. Catherine, we spent a month there.
A month?
Yeah, but let me I have another kick. See, I give you some jokes. No, we in Canada, and yeah, young boy even said that Scrunda make people turn weight because every Scrunda was a chef, was cooking and thing. Now I love to be on the move. So the money we making, I saving that and yeah, I'm making extra money. But yeah, my job was to get chicken.
Your job was to do what?
I used to be. I met a fella. The man was a.
Your job was to catch the chicken?
I'm telling you, I met a guy. He was a professional
chicken catcher.
Yeah. And then you work with some white fellas, and when we would go to the coops and you have like 5,000 forwards and fellas in the night. Let me tell you something. I started out slow, but within 2 weeks, I was bad in that. Now the technique is, you see those fingers. We would just push at the feet again, just pull up before chicken, you know what I'm saying? So I learned the skill, yeah, and then fellas, my salary increased because I became. Within 2 weeks, my salary increased. Fellas asked me if I used to do that before. I said, no, I just learn the technique. So you open the fingers, and in the darkness, the forks are seen anything, so you just push the finger. When you pull, you have chicken.
God.
Yeah, man, so. Do that. Then so we had, we did Toronto, we did St. Catherine's, came back down, music going on, then Scrunda myself we broke up at, and during that period I found myself, I ran into some problems. Yeah? I had some children. Yeah. Sunday. So, yeah, I was taken advantage of too. I defended myself in some ways.
Yes.
Really, children.
Yeah. 3 children.
Yes.
What you said, you were kicked?
Yeah, sometimes.
Just like your father, man.
Yes, they hit me, I hit them back.
I see.
So, nice playing content. so.
Sorry, you're such a good sport.
Well, come to think about it, I wasn't the ugliest guy.
No, you're a fine-looking young man.
Yes.
Right? You're tall, strapped, this. So,
no, the real bacchanal started when I decided to get married to a man. And all my life, I knew a lot of nice people, but I was always looking for somebody who was God-fearing.
Yeah,
God-fearing.
That woman has that.
Respectful. I wasn't going with any girl that would embarrass me. I always look at the bigger picture. I wanted to be a statesman. That's why when I would travel, I would respect myself and promote the country well, and you feel proud and make all people feel good about all product, all people. You know what I'm saying? So I wanted, it was difficult, but I choose one because I'm like problem start. Problem start. Everybody give my children papa.
Are you kidding?
So I have future, and they were close to the age. My father didn't do me too well.
But you didn't make 40.
No.
At least.
No, I realized the problem. I took myself. So I
very early, yes.
So yeah, I had one in January, one in June, both of them in July.
Mara, you even know better than him.
Well, she had the health card. She did. So Corey was born in January of 1994. Dylan was born in July 94, and a few months later I had Ayana.
3 children.
3 children.
All born in the same year.
No,
Ayana was
1995.
The next year.
the next year, a couple months after.
In April.
Yeah.
But within close proximity.
Yeah.
Call Papa.
So let me tell you something. So women decide you have to look at children. And Ayana, I remember Ayana was 4 months talking baby breastfeed. She never got any breast milk or anything.
What?
Yeah, 4 months. And at the time I was, I said, you know what? Yeah, I'm happy. Yeah, good. Because my cool reason I am the mother, she's St. Lucian. And where she was living there, I questioned the area and she wanted to go on study, she said, and wanted to leave the children more. I said, nah, man.
She was St. Lucian, living in St. Lucian,
Yeah,
living in Dominica.
and living in Dominica, in St. Lucia. And
Okay.
she said she wanted to study. But I knew there was nothing about studying.
She want to give you your children.
Pressure.
Is Rudy
Tell me.
rude? Is Mary you want to marry? Take
Yeah.
your children.
Oh, she could leave the children for more. I said, nah. I'm very happy to stand up to my responsibility. So
Oh.
Corey came first. I was sending Corey to Clifton because we're young. I can't put my under pressure. Corey started living in Clifton. I am not talking. I always say God bless Monbus. And Monbus is so much part of me. Sometimes I try to go fuck on I say Monbus. And we and the guys there are very, very close. So, and we had a lot of yard up there, we had both cheese and John. So the children would spend a lot of time. Sometimes we'd sleep on a bed. They used to call me Father of the Year. Every year, guys give me an award. Father of the Year! I used to feel happy about it because I wanted my children to be around me. I wanted to protect them. I wanted to make sure that they were right. You know? So yeah, sometimes we'd be on the bed, have them talking that I love them bad. Yeah, so we got married and things would go. Everybody came to live with us. And so going to school. And I made sure that I was.
So let me just understand this. So you get married to Mara. So you decided Mara is the one.
She going to my
Okay. You were not married to her yet,
No.
but mothers say,
yeah, look at you.
look at children.
You know?
Right. Then
So-
you get married to Mara, and then Mara.
Then we had 2 of them. And God bless her parents too, because a lot of times when I have to perform and I have to go overseas and she's at work, you know, my mom would hold the children from school and that kind of thing. So everything started going nice, then COVID. So, but we have so many good jokes. Yeah. So that continued, the children started going to school and so on, everything else, and still traveling.
But I want to pause you for a moment though, Hunter. This woman right here, she's here with us tonight, she's in the studio. We're not allowing her to do much talking because it's about Hunter tonight.
Yeah.
But what did that say to you about the woman that you married, that she took those kids of yours and decided that she was going to mother them?
Yeah, actually, I said I'm a blessed fella. God doesn't you. I mean, what I went through, I don't think I would go through no more drama. I didn't want no more drama, no more. I just wanted to live simple and just, yeah, you know, and believe in this. But I wanted somebody that was a godly person, you know, believe in God and that kind of thing. Because I wanted to make sure I had my children in a, no drama, people jumping window, me abusing the lady, you know what I'm saying? So it was always a nice, respectful kind of vibe. So good. So, but we have so many good memories. So, yeah, so the children started growing up, still toying and so on, but when they started in the age of 12 and 13, like, cool on, because I realized, you know, when we get into be a little more mature now and so on, and that needed to be around the children. So, cool up, and we did everything. Fish, line, sleep on the beach, you know, boom, make sure that they had some good, fun memories. And also to the children, 24 and still coming, Daddy, when you go to the children, you know, nice, and we have this nice relationship. Now, we made growing up fun for them. You know, so sometimes I'm telling hello, this morning everybody gonna be late. You know? Everybody gonna be late. You see the bags I bought for you? Empty everything I say. They just tell me that you're an SSC. I say, I want nobody cooking me. Because I know that children give children stuff to carry to hold and to hide and nobody cooking me in that. I always tell them that. Nobody cooking me, so we're putting up the bags. So we have random search. Yeah. Random, so we searching bags and saying, okay.
At home.
At home.
Their bags.
And and I write an excuse to the teacher and say, we had a little emergency and that often. Every PTA, I will try to be there. If I'm not there, I will pop in at the school too, because children who bullying people, children, and so I wanted to show them that these children, even though their mother not there, but their father is around.
The mother
Yeah.
not there.
You know what I'm saying? So I would pop in and make sure, give the children a lot of confidence.
Awesome.
You know?
Good stuff.
And stuff. So we did that. What I used to do, I used to be tough on them. Nice. I used to tell them, Daddy correcting you because I love you and I want to make sure we do it right the first time. I don't want to go by any police station and ask if my son is there or if my daughter is there. No, I don't think that. We're doing it right the first time. So after I put the pressure on them, I would tell them, we would have meetings. I would tell them, okay, look at piece of book, answer the question, look at piece of paper. One time, one of them put about 20 things she disliked. Yeah. Then I just talk to the way that they're talking to us. Yeah, I would let them express themselves. I say, right, no, we sit down and discuss. I tell them, no, this is how we go. And I do hate all this love, I love you, and I want all this to.
Tough love,
Yeah. Don't worry, those who see the little short thing, I think parents are really concerned about them. You understand? I tell them, later down you'll get, you know what I'm saying? So we used to, and they turned out to be fine, and few of them in university now. And
I saw recently, actually one of the times I was trying to get you on, I realized you had to go off to a graduation of one of your girls.
Yeah. So
is that the one who had gone up for Miss?
Yes, the college.
The college. Yes, I remember her. Beautiful child. Yes.
And the beautiful in and out,
In and out.
nice, loving children, respectful.
Yes,
children,
but look at the people they grew up with.
You can't do all of them. It's beautiful. So that went on. Let me see if I forget anything. Anything you want to ask me is free.
We're gonna take a little break, Auntie. We haven't spoken about the Calypso
Calypso and
or
the
the
writers
competitions and those things. We've not done that as yet. But I really hope, Mara, I hope we worked out with that. Let's see if we got it. People would kill me if I didn't play this one tonight. This one penned by my own brother,
Yes,
Bernard Frampton. I think I saw him write something that was one of the best collaborations that he's had.
Yes.
So we'll talk about it in a while.
Cool.
Let's play the people's song for them. We didn't take calls yet, huh?
Yeah.
we don't worry. We'll go beyond the 10 o'clock. I see Deryck.
I find from yes, there are the days of broken memories. Only from the week that I just can't get to face tomorrow. My tears are all poison.
Boy, Hunter,
With a lot of pain.
I'm seeing a whole different person there. I'm serious. I'm serious.
Like the money from the land.
Your daughter said that, tell daddy, why is it so hard for us to always talk about you? That's what she just said. I don't know. This true. Anytime you ask him about
It
your
gets him emotional.
he cannot take it from himself.
It gets me emotional.
He said, okay, mommy, I'll tell you, you're the number one mother ever. I don't have to go to a casino. I don't, my daddy hit the jackpot.
Okay, tell them we'll finish it. We have to finish it.
Seriously, this is the most viewers I've ever had.
Huh?
Nobody knows my name. No.
A lot of people commenting and they want to listen to it. A lot of people are commenting and people listening.
Let's go, Hunter. Father, give me strength.
Mother.
Oh my friend, it's running short and the days are long. A woman have left my children and everything I got. Begging and borrowing, I keep on digging my empty pocket. My empty pocket.
Deryck, that song.
I'm ready to take control of my life again. But a woman left me and the others got okay. Many a times I tried to get back on my feet. But before I begin society just seems my feet. Don't you remember the way I used to be before?
The people want you to sing a few lines. So, do you remember this song? Let's go.
Oh no, 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 no. Nobody knows my name.
Ay, ay, ay.
Oh no, 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 no. For me, life is not the same. I remember when I was really me, I used to do everything up. Now I am done and right now I'm in desperate need, searching for a really good deal. No matter bad and try, nobody want to take me out of my misery. Lulelele. Oh no, 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 no. La, 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 dee. Nobody knows my name. Mother. Don't go around. Get up, top, tamanama. Go up, top, tamanama. The universe stage.
Oh, no, 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 no. Nobody knows my name. No, 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 no. For me, life is not the same.
I remember when I was ready me, I used to open-heartedly. Now I am dumb and almost out. Right now I'm in desperate need, searching very little deep. No matter how I try, nobody want to help me get out of my misery.
Tell me about this fella. Father, give me strength. Okay, Fernando, behave. Tell me about this collaboration.
That was the one of my sweetest songs ever sung in a competition, and up to now I do know how I didn't win the show, but
What happened that year?
I don't know.
First runner-up?
What happened?
Wait.
Yeah, it was first runner-up, I think. Yeah.
Who won?
That's okay.
Oh, you all don't remember. Somebody's going to remember.
Yeah,
I'll tell you.
somebody.
They'll tell us just now.
Yeah, and oh, that was something else. That was a beautiful song written by Gwen, and Gwen also wrote "America You're Wrong," and up to now that song is very relevant. America You're Wrong, wrong. It's just sad that Gwen had to. He stopped and he had to move to study. He went to St. Lucia there.
When an MS study.
Yes. He may leave. You know, but while we're here, I just want to pick up the writers, people who work with me.
Yes.
You know, I did a lot of songs, but there were some key people in my life who helped me to writing. Mr. Patrick John, you know, he was the one who did the famous One Flag. Actually, did the lyrics, and then what he would do is the guys who give me the song tell me, give him a melody, and if I want to make any changes, do your changes, and I was free to do, because they recognized that I could write as well. So give me the song and we would, you know. So PJ, he gave me the song. The topic was "We Ain't Going Nowhere," but then it was a millennium year, 2000. I said, Jay, but we're gonna change that because we should be thankful to be alive for, truly, you know. Yeah, came up, and that song is still very relevant. Still, well, it's like national anthem, second national anthem.
Indeed.
Yeah. And he wrote some group. This is Gentler Kind of Nation. I wash my hands. You know, we will survive. You know, yeah. He wrote the songs. Also, Greg Rivers wrote the song "Soak on the Net." He did one song for me, "Soak on it, soak on the net." And then also my partner, Arnold Ferguson.
Oh yes, my good friend.
Ginny, yeah,
Yes,
that's my partner.
yes,
He comes
yes.
to see me almost every day. You know, he wrote some songs as well. Yeah, and then did our thing. But you know, the Calypso business. But then
yes,
I
let's
could
talk
not
about the
have
Calypso business.
done it without the support of my biggest critic,
Who is?
Mara. Biggest critic.
Really?
Let me tell you something. You know how difficult it was. Every time I write a song, if there was one word I used in some song 2 years ago, she'd tell me, but you had that in that song, you had to remove that, you had to, and she always reckoned to the fact that I am one of the leading people, and people are going to scrutinize the lyrics. You don't want to repeat things. So I go back to my homework, okay, I will get vexed. When I go to the studio, I don't marry to be there at all. You know?
Oh.
Yeah, but I'm told.
But you're quite comfortable with her here tonight.
Yeah. I do elsewhere. Yeah. Freedom Needle song, you the joke. So, yeah, and so she would critique the song. Man, sounding good. Biggest supporter, hate the competition, and that is probably why I might even go back. For me to go in a competition, I suspect I have to get a plane ticket and send her away because
She needs to get away from it all.
yeah, she can't take that kind of thing there. And yeah, it's
What is it she can't take?
the competition.
She cannot deal with the
That kind
competition.
of thing, you know. Yeah. But I love it. But I love that. And I love it, you know. But she can't take. But then when I decided she's on board, you know.
Yes.
Biggest supporter.
Whatever you
organizing,
decide. Yes.
rehearsal, organizing this.
Making things happen.
You know,
Managing.
managing the
manager.
whole vibe, you know, managing the whole vibe.
Yes.
And yeah, she's been, you know, the backbone, you know, and she's just a great lady. I have to give her a floor before she arrives.
I know, I've gotten to know this lady and she's a lovely lady.
That's why. You know why I never run into trouble? I learn to appreciate people. I love compliment and
Yes.
every day. So when Mother's Day come in, fellas buying first now.
You do it, yes.
You talk about, and then I am all around, good in the kitchen. I do. Yeah, you have me. You know, sometimes I tell her that I wish you were plenty like me. Yeah, make a very good husband. But
Yeah.
And that messes me. But what I'm saying, I'm seriously. No. But she could tell you. I mean, I could put on a good pot. Yeah. Then they say a man stewing meat with sugar, you know, and I have to be.
I'm telling you, no. Yes, you learn well.
So neighbors passing, hey, where you going? Take care of business, you know. So I learn to, and one of the things I always do, the housework is not only for
True.
because I mean,
Oh,
housework
Lord
is-
Hunter.
is very tiring.
Indeed.
So when you had a long day at work, you need to put up your foot and chill. You know what I mean? Cool out. So I would take in the slack and one of these days.
Is that true, Mara?
One of the days she caught last daughter. Sadie. But she harasses my life. Daddy, make me something, make it up to something now. She came, she sat in the kitchen, she kept saying, well, Daddy, you know you're the best cook. When she thinks she's so mad, shh. See, well, mommy, you're good too, but there's certain things. So, yeah, and children have a very, very good sense of humor. You know what they used to do to me when they wanted me to stop singing? Because
They too couldn't deal with the.
it's not too pleasant to be around me sometimes, especially when I get a new song.
Really?
Hum, sing, jump. So you see everybody passing you there, they take cotton. And put, so when I see everybody passing cotton there, I know time to cut up. Nobody say nothing. Good morning, Daddy. Everybody have it, you know. So
Your household seems like it's such a fun household.
and everybody have a very good sense of humor.
Yeah,
You know?
good.
Very
You
good
need
sense
that.
of humor, yeah.
Let us talk a bit quickly about the competition. So you have 3 crowns,
Yes.
3 monarchs under your belt. Tell us, let's hope you can remember those, when
Yeah.
you won those 3 crowns and with what songs? Do you remember with what
Okay,
songs?
1998,
1998,
Carried Bacchanal,
Carried Bacchanal.
written by me, and We Shall Survive, written by Mr. Patrick John.
Okay.
In 2000, we had The Joking Carl, written by me, and One Flag, Mr. John. In 2007, we had a Government Focus and Typical Dominican.
Okay.
Yeah, that year there was something else actually.
How many? Yes, tell me
Yes,
about that year.
yes.
I remember that year.
Yeah.
I remember that year. I was judges coordinator.
Yes,
I
yes.
remember that year.
I remember clearly when I did, it was at your company's office, conference room. I did number 1. I said, how do you make Lara get number 1? Everybody going to forget. I'm going to set the pace and all in problems.
Yes.
Night of the competition. I think
Was that the year Sandy came and
Yes.
sang as well?
Yes.
Oh, that was the year.
That was
In
it.
the judges' booth, it was quite a year as well.
I remember Tarina singing one verse 3 times.
Yes, she did.
3 times. Dice had lights. And when he forgets it, anyway.
I remember that.
Sure. What really got is the second round. When everybody forgot and I'm singing number 1. And halftime is about to end into the second round. And I can't remember how my song is starting. Problem in a car. Color pan a cotton, I should cotton.
Wait. Night of competition.
Yeah.
Round 1 pass you sang.
Yeah.
Round 2 is ready to come.
And I don't know how my song started.
Halfway through round 1,
I don't know.
you don't know how your second song is starting.
Sweating in a condition in the car, sweating. Next thing, but you see what happened? I listened to the other people who forgot the song.
Oh my
And I got
goodness.
caught up in the thing. And let me tell you wrong. MC say, well, bandsmen come and sit. What? Oh, yeah. I say, checker. Call checker. I say, checker, you remember? Checker tell me, no. Call Ashworth, no. We won't be in problem. Panicking. The whole crew. Happy no. I said, seriously, keep calm. I shall start with anything and I'll fall in line. So said so, then I started the second verse. Second verse. Let me tell you, people who knew the song, but let me tell you, master of the art. I sang the second verse. I performed that like nobody else. When the second verse, it was time for the second verse, I brought in the first verse. I ran through.
I remember that.
I would imagine.
The judges picked that up. Somebody picked it, and somebody. Oh gosh, I remember that.
No. I would forget lines, but because of my writing ability.
No, you had a skill with that.
I would just run lines. It might make sense, but at least I sang something. You know, some artists go there. No man, you couldn't catch me now. You know, you couldn't. Every crowd I've won, I forgot lines, but I put in stuff. Yeah. People holding the head, but yeah. You know?
Oh my God. I cannot believe that you could not remember your song
I couldn't.
You sang
Yeah.
first round, getting ready for second round,
Yeah.
and you cannot remember the song.
I can't remember.
Where was Mara?
Everybody went blank because everybody got caught up in the whole.
Oh, wait. That was the night they said there was voodoo backstage.
Yeah. Let me tell you something. That was something else, man. That was something else.
Oh my goodness, that was the year they said there was voodoo backstage.
And not only that too, the microphone, the band cut off on me. Remember that?
Yes, and then
I went back, changed off and came back. So it was so much
it
drama.
was madness
It
that
was
year.
madness at you, it was madness at you.
Yes, it
You
was
know?
madness.
Yeah.
And you all had madness going on the stage, and we had issues in the judges' booth. I remember that very well.
Yeah.
Hunter, that is incredible. How many times you came very close though?
About
To
4
the
times.
crown. Around 4 times.
Yeah.
You came very close, including the year with Cry for Power.
Yes. I remember it was.
Do you remember what year was Cry for Power? Somebody said if we tell them what year, they might remember who won. They will know who won the crown that year.
I think it was 2007.
2007.
No.
Bernard, do you remember the year?
1997.
Black Magic in Calypso. Yes, sure.
Yes, so
It was indeed that. I'm convinced there was some kind of black magic happening there.
some magic,
Yeah.
some kind of
Something was happening that night.
kind of thing. But I just couldn't understand that. I just couldn't remember myself. I just couldn't remember.
Somebody said it was 1996.
96, sorry about 96, somewhere.
Actually, that was the year we got married, you know.
That was the year you got married. So what year did you get married?
1996.
1996. So Paben, you are right. Thank you, Paben, for that.
Well, Paben,
Yes.
Paben,
1996, 1996. The Facebook audience, they really participated.
yeah, big up Paben.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yes, indeed.
So I remember the era Bricks and myself. I mean, Bricks.
Hunter, that year of
Think
that
about
you
that
and
again.
Briggs, that year there was my first year
Yeah.
helping
Probably-
I'm thing with judges
you
coordinating,
end up in a problem,
and all
yeah.
you have me coming in Presbytery
Presbytery.
on Sunday morning to try to figure out what happened.
Then one is computer, all kind of thing. So,
Monsignor is listening, so
Yeah.
Monsignor, remember that we had to go in Monsignor in
Yeah.
Presbytery, but trying to figure out what happened.
that is no.
It was tight.
When Father John, aka the Bricks, was on the scene, and we had this thing on it. No, it was a science. And I used to take this thing very serious. Let me tell you what I used to do. Tell you what I used to do. Preparation again. I always tell you that if you win anything, you have to prepare mentally. You have to prepare. So what I would do is, I always knew I was going to be final. So early o'clock, I already wrong with my people and my music. I always had a sketch of what I wanted to do long before. So when they announced final group, next day I called and I say, okay, I will go down by the savannah, measure the stage. Yeah, I know serious thing. Measure the length and width of the stage. Go to Monbus, market and everything. And we running around there, so nobody know going on. Yeah, my whole entourage up there. So when you come and hit the stage, bam, everything as planned. You understand? So we'll have this thing will come. Walk on the stage, check it out, and yeah. So Father Johnny, he was a tough cookie to beat. So you had to come with this extra thing to edge out. He was good because
He was good.
He
He just
can
had a
sing,
natural
and
vibe,
he
man.
was a natural on stage.
Yes.
You just float on the stage and
Yes.
people love him too.
Yeah,
So
and
that
your
your
wife.
thing. Yeah.
Your
man.
wife loved the
You
man.
can do this, man. I was like, what is that like? Come in there, let me, yeah? And he, bye. You know? So that was something else. But yeah, but we were very good friends and
Yes.
we never lost up.
Yeah.
The only artist and myself, we very nice.
This is
very
good.
nice.
This is good.
Everybody.
This is good.
You
This
know?
is good.
Everybody, we good. Yeah.
Oh Lord. I mean, talking about Calypso, and I mean in Dominica, it's just you just get so caught up in it, and it just warms you so nicely that you cannot even get upset, talking
Yeah.
about Calypso. But Hunter, which is your favorite of all your songs?
Well, we have to put them in different categories. So because,
Okay,
you
so
know,
you have the soca.
the soca leg of it.
You
and
have
then we
the ballads,
Yes.
the soca ballads.
Yeah.
You have the
Calypso.
up-tempo calypsos
Yeah.
and the
Wait,
Vintage Calypso.
the vintage. Difficult, huh?
it's difficult.
Mhm.
There must be a couple that really,
But Cry of the Parrot.
Mm-hmm.
We Shall Survive.
Mm-hmm.
Then I have the song This is the beginning
Of the
end of time. That's sweet Calypso.
Our friend Naren didn't send you this one.
Oh man, every time I sing that song there, you just captivate people, you know? That, then the love song we have Only You, Only You, both of us have a love zouk as well. Yeah, Always Together. You have, you know, so many of them.
Yes.
So many of them. And then you know, my family, that's, you know, glorious. A lot of songs that, you know, made a lot of headway, you know, got me a lot of jobs.
Yes.
Carry Back an Album.
Yes, Carry Back an Album was a huge one.
You can never have enough of that song.
So where are we now where Calypso is concerned? Calypso competition, Calypso is concerned.
Calypso competition, I have songs, eh?
You have songs?
Yeah. That is why I organize the meetings and everything else. So you might see me today.
You organizing what? We talk about that.
Yeah, blood clots and everything, but so many people have time.
It's okay. I'm looking out for Shirley. You know, Shirley has to come and lock up. So I'm looking for when he starts climbing up those stairs.
But we have plenty jokes.
Oh my goodness.
Plenty jokes, you know. So yeah. So I might come back and say I have songs. I have.
But you have songs.
Also, yeah, and also I am doing a.
But we should be sending Mara away somewhere.
Yeah, she must be there.
Finals. We send her away for finals.
Yeah, because. Yeah, that pressure there, boy. I tell you, we're not rough. Just me. No, I have another song in the studio, but I go know long by now. After 15 years, I'm gonna take it out. I wanna put some nice dancing music.
But in the
Yeah, 2x4, 3x4, and that kind of thing.
Oh really?
In the house on your Then we have this song, Trunk of Junk. Come. No, the story of the song is people who mind people's business and not really looking after their own affairs. All in there can be all. Cobweb put full of bowl. Tout à ma cabagne. Cobweb la ta je pas joke papa. Junk full of junk.
And these are not anything you've released as yet?
No. Then I have another reason. I'll tell you. A drinking to forget. I don't want to forget the drink. Is a relationship that gone sour. Sun is up. And you can't see the sun. You know something, go well, the sun hot and you can't see it. So you want to flush out. No, I'm drinking to forget.
Alright.
I can't forget to drink.
You cannot forget to drink. Get it. Yes.
And then we have some love songs coming through.
I love the balance. So please always ensure you have a couple of
have some good stuff coming through.
I like those. But let us talk about the knees, because the time is creeping up on us.
We run into the blood pressure first.
Okay.
And don't laugh.
Yes.
Don't laugh.
Tell me.
Don't laugh. Okay.
You see, he telling me not to laugh.
Yes.
Okay.
No. I had to go. I remember I had to go to Southampton. I had to go to Canada, and I was supposed to leave on the Thursday, and the Tuesday morning I left.
That was how long ago?
4 years ago.
4 years ago.
Yeah. The Tuesday morning, I was leaving. I worked the evening. Mrs. said, "I'm walking up a little incline at one place," and I started feeling breathless. That is unusual. I know I'm not fit. I'm not where I need to be, but that is kind of strange. You know? Okay, I went home. I was off. Following evening, I couldn't breathe. And for the whole night, I gasped from her. She's sleeping. I don't know wake up and I gasped from her. It's like saying, "Want to stop on me? I want to stop." And I gasped from her and coughing. So the following day, same o'clock, pain gone. The breathlessness and things gone. That's just strange. That's unusual. So I tell her I have to go to the doctor and I'm taking chances. You know, we went to my brother-in-law. He ran some tests. He gave me feeling something like a wheezing, but he's not sure. He was not for me to. Went to the hospital, ran a couple of things, and he checked medicals for a second. And people ask me to stand outside. But I do my test. You let me stand outside. They brought her inside. There, and they're watching Mary came on, eyes red. I said, nah.
She crying.
Something bad. So I tell me, it's me tell. Where is hat? Kiss her. I went to hospital. But you know, going through that, let me tell you something. I don't know. I'm a special breed. I know. I was never scared. Never scared. Boom, next thing they told me they have to airlift me out of Dominicans.
Oh wow.
Yeah. So brought me down, but where I tell you, very really got scared. I said, I died. Yeah. Nobody am a very independent person. I do my thing. So since in Dominica, I knew they were going to ask me to take out all the, even when my hair, take out all the years and so on. You know? So Dominica, I shave up.
Everywhere.
Everywhere. When I reach Martinique, I shave up.
Everywhere.
Yesterday, a friend came in, brought a rope for me and tell me, make this all out. I've been telling he give me a thing, I want to say. I said, okay, sir, who get me? No, they give me some trips in there before. So, see me, I have the stand, brushing the thing, shave up, I'm feeling off. They give me a little trousers, a little kind of filmy thing, you can stay capuchin and sit through that. I said, oh. No, that's what I consider. I said, well, look at that. Fella came, he said, let me see the shape. Hold on. Me that's what you want to see, right? Hold on. So, Mr. The guy told me, Opokambo. Let me sir. How you can say Mokombo? He said, no, Opokambo. So,
He come to do it for you?
I tell you something, the man, I was God. When they say, I told Mama, come back more. When they say, I believe I'm going to die now because this is the most humiliating. So, my sacrifice, Sarah he didn't want me to want to hello. Yes, sir. When I just shaved me, boy, feeling off. I said, don't see Mr. Don't you feel like it here. You brought me to the boy, that was something else. Yeah, so they brought me in the operation table and the people were very nice and we had a conjure.
So you had a man shave you?
Can you imagine what you saw? Put no pot to shit that ooh. But he laughed until he became my best friend. He told me, you have a very good sense of humor. You know? I said, sir, let me do that. I feel like I died. Yeah. So we went to the theater. They had to run a camera in there to check me out and then they started giving me blood thinner. Very grateful after when the business was being here. I swear to God. Yeah, and they started pushing up a camera for it. And the camera was like, it was too big, so
oh my God.
Yeah. Very painful, and for weeks I had these things. I had to take it
over there.
I'm afraid of needles. Let me tell you something. From the time I did shortly come into the game, I started sweating air condition.
Oh my God.
Yeah. And every day I'll get like 20 injections and everything. So that was madness. But then everything, and I always found what I tell God, you know, I'm happy to me this happened too because I had the support. You know, to go for that. What about the people?
But you're okay now with that is concerned.
Yeah, and then shortly after that,
I
had an imbalanced heartbeat. I would have to get something like that.
I remember that.
A cockman, something I would say, you know. And my doctor, my very good friend, he told me, you know, I can fix that. I'm gonna stop your heart. Start it back. I don't miss something. My mind make up. Let's go. You know? He said, what?
You just decided, fine, let's go.
Yeah,
do it.
You're mentally tough. And that's he's my very good friend. He said, man, I don't meet too many people like you. You know?
Oh my God, it's like stopping your heart is like killing you.
Yeah. And then the knees, but I procrastinated a lot, you know. I always wanted to do the knees, but I keep pushing it back. You know, people calling for shows, they want me to do show there, and I run around, I will. This thing really started becoming a pain because I started feeling my spine, it started affecting my spine. You know? And I couldn't stand at attention for 2 minutes. I would have to pivot on one side and go on the other side, and it was getting huge, and so we had to do the knees. This is one of my most painful experiences.
Remember we were supposed to do the show before he went to do the operation?
Yeah.
I'm happy we're doing it now.
Yeah. Most experience, and then I met this guy from the time I reached the hospital. on a bed there. There's this guy stood up by the bed and he just looking, staying down my way. So Marathon, but Mr. Funny. I said,
He's funny.
Yeah.
He's on the other side.
yeah. So following morning after my message, so boy, look story for me, boys. The guy give me a missing. Boy, look, I was like, whoa, go woman.
Even the bell.
Hold on. You tell me. I can't be able to tell you. Oh, woman. But I'm not serious pain, my leg big. Let me tell you something, you should see me. I say, this guy not touching me today because I haven't seen my head. I said, this guy, not me.
So, could Mara do it?
No, they would allow her to come in the hospital at 2 in the afternoon only. Yeah, nobody could
So,
can
no,
visit
la
woman.
bem.
No, hola, sa woman.
Vou ter que aller ni union chef. Eu union bell.
Money pala. I skip
Pas
it.
honte ça.
But what I did when he admitted me,
I give up.
I used some military technique, man. I got what you see the hangers, the wire hangers. No, man, I organized that. I made a cork and I put my clothing so I could hold my clothes and pull it. And it's real.
Oh my
Let me tell you something.
goodness.
So I limped into the thing. I brought my breakfast on the table. So I off on this thing and I went now to sit on the toilet bowl now in this cabin and
Yes.
pressure. I say I'm like taking my pressure in. But I
Yes,
use
on
my shoulders, my
So why is
upper
only fellas, Hunter, they had there?
I don't know, it's
You always
coincidence.
meeting fellas.
Coincidence and next thing, when he came back, I have a cool on there, put it on. He never, who made it from the The guy was disappointed. Yes. How come I said no? Power yourself, one day, smelling sweet. The second time I went back, he didn't even look at me.
No,
He said,
mon parti qui garde
he
où?
said, you fool.
Oui.
Yeah,
Mon parti qui garde où?
No, so cool. Yeah, also.
You are amazing. You are amazing. You're amazing.
So, but you know, through the years, I met some good people.
Yes.
I got some good friends.
Yes.
You know, I always tell people, always be good to people. You never know. And it doesn't take nothing from you. To me, I lose nothing if I treat somebody good. To say good morning, we would want to. I don't have any enemies. If somebody have me,
Yeah.
that's their business.
Yeah.
But when I go to bed, straight flight. I don't worry about, and I wish everybody well. I wish everybody well. I want everybody to do well. I have no malice, no evil, nothing on it. Nah, I don't have time for that.
We're going to take a couple of calls
Okay.
quickly. And please call us, try to be brief. We have to wrap up. Please try to be brief. Good evening.
Yes, I. No. Oh, hey, blessing, man. What's going on? Thank you, sir. Thank you, man. Thank you. Yes.
Yes.
Uh-huh.
Yes.
Thank you. Mogi, yeah. Shooting again, man.
That's right.
Yeah, man. Thanks,
All
man.
right.
Brother. Thanks.
Thank you.
Yeah, man.
Thank you for being.
Bless yourself, eh? Yeah, man.
Good evening. Brief. Let's be briefer, please.
Mm-hmm.
Cassette.
Yes, CD. Yes, sir. Oh, okay. Well, the thing is, it reminded me of myself, you know, growing up. Again, my two older brothers, their father would bring toys for them, and I was the only one who used to get them. Those little things,
Of course.
those little things. And then I never would get a toy, you know, and I fought up all the children without parents, without fathers and so on. So I just thought I should do something for them, you know.
And that's how it came
Yeah,
about.
yeah.
Hello, good evening.
Good.
We're good.
Good. We are good. We're doing
We
good.
answered you, but you're listening to your computer. We answered you. Go ahead, madam. I know exactly who it is. My boy.
Uh, Thank you. Yes. Of course. I remember my boy, she had a special chicken called the Hunter chicken. You remember that, my boy? Yes, man, of course. Of course. No problems. No problems. Thank you. Okay, bye-bye. Alright. Okay. Okay.
Hello, good evening. Good, thank you. Hi. Hi, Mr. Corbett.
What's going to tell you?
He's not the true buddy. Oh. Okay, I suspect that's a joke between you all.
Yes, yeah. Okay, come in.
Thank you.
Well, no problems. No problems.
Alright.
Thank you, sir.
Alright, for those persons who have been asking to see me and Mara, I put the camera on Mara briefly, but I couldn't put it on myself. My producer is not with me tonight. She's not feeling too well. So I had to make sure that I set up the camera, and it has been on Hunter while I host, okay? So hence the reason why I was not able to do what you're asking for. Okay, Hunty. Oh boy, we're going to take this final one, and then we have to wrap things up. Good evening. You're welcome, sir. Thank you. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you, sir. Yes.
Thank you. All right, thank you so much. Okay, if there's a couple more things you would like to share with us before we wrap up, feel free, Hunter, and then we're going to wrap it up.
Well, I could not have done it without the musicians in backup. Cornell Philip, Saturday, Fred Nicholas, we had Dada, and then I had some huntsmen from St. Lucia who were supporting Swinging Stars. All of Swinging Stars members played for me on albums already, and all the musicians, from Eddie Angol, you know, one of my bedroom. He used to give the music a lot of meaning, you know. We're in contact, so we're going to do some more work and so.
Good.
Martindale Oliver, Martindale Olive,
yes.
and all the guys, I can't remember everybody name right now, you know, I really pick them up. The people who play the music, you know, we really want to thank them for that, you know. Yeah, the backup
the manager is remembering the things you need to remember.
And J. Astafan, the company, I didn't have to send in a letter to get the sponsorship. Again,
You were always with us.
attitude, the respect.
There's something I have to ask you. Yes?
Mm-hmm.
The outfits, the suits.
Yeah.
the-
No,
you're always very sharp on stage.
Yeah, I thought it was a whole package, you know, you on stage and you know, to give the music that kind of feel, you know, you're selling a product and people looking at you, so you needed to do it well. So my uncle in New York, my uncle Auntie Verly and Uncle Alvin used to, when I go to New York, I used to go to all the areas with the nice suits and the nice shoe and so on.
You always look sharp.
Yeah, always look sharp. Always, you know, present the thing in a real professional manner. You know what I'm saying?
Indeed.
Of course. I took pride in doing that.
You did.
Of course.
All right, Hunty, so I'm going to give you an opportunity now just to wrap it up, you know, take a couple of minutes. And, you know, we went all the way back to boyhood days when you were the hunter. You had to be the provider. You had to see what happened in your household to your mother. you went beyond the call of duty in terms of a young man, took a mortgage to help your mommy. Your first loan was for your brother to send him to sail. Your second loan was for your mother. I mean, I just think you're an exceptional human being. We are all imperfect in our ways. We all have our flaws. But I think the individual that I've gotten to know tonight, and I'm glad that we didn't get to do a prep. So I heard everything, just like all the listeners were hearing and viewing, the viewers were getting to see. And I think I liked that. You know, I just got to hear for the first time, like everybody else. And I think I have a newfound respect for you. I like you, Hunter.
Thank you.
I think, you know, I can say that. I like you.
Thank you.
And I think you're an amazing human being. And I hope that maybe there may be a few out there who may have their own thoughts and their own views and their own perspectives of you. And I hope that this program has helped them, you know, to understand you better. And I think that is the key here tonight. And there's quite a few comments, and I hope you get to read them when you have some time. You know, go back to the live video and read them and see what people were saying about you here tonight.
Thanks, man. I know I'm not perfect, but I know there's nobody could point finger at me for disrespecting anybody or abusing anybody or using my authority in the wrong way to take advantage of. Very fair person. I like to treat people fairly. Okay. Very honest with people and straight up. You know, we're doing business. I don't like to shortchange anybody, not at all. You know, I just want to say big up to all my fans, all my friends. Those of you who went left, come back. I'm still me. This is real me. You know, my children have been very supportive, and my wife Mara, Ayana, Corey,
oh, I see some comments from a couple of them there.
Dylan and Sally, my name, she still want to write me, Daddy.
She doesn't understand poor thing.
Yeah, she just loves to wrestle.
Yes.
Yeah. But that is, you know, when you're very close and the children feel very comfortable, and that's what I wanted my children to be comfortable, happy, you know, and strong mentally. You know what I'm saying? I always give them my story. They cry sometimes.
Yes, you got me emotional tonight.
Classically, I'll tell you something about me. They became 20 years and 21, and I allowed them to go. But I always tell them, see how you want. Or when Sunday morning,
going to church.
What I would do, I have been down home, my bill. Now, to go to party, everybody will get up early, everything. For church, people want to go sleep. No, man, I'm in the passing.
Knocking it! Oh my God!
We're going to see what will Jesus say. So, from time to time, they remind me of that. Yeah, you have to. You have to do it right. You know. So all the musicians, with all the radio stations, push the music and the fans. I mean, I could not have done it without them. Scrunter, the Young Bull, all the Calypso, my team, Laville, Albert George. Moving Paul, this fellow would be at me. I had to go rehearsal and Joey Lloyd. Remember that? Joey was the funniest. Joey is a classic, but you know, he's a boaster fellow. You know, and then we walk into a show and Joey has my traffic and say, make way, man. Hello, we're coming in, you know. And Joey, you wait where all the Calypsonians once he'll come with a shoe cloth, you know. So put him in front of me. Shine that shoe. No, that could break you down mentally.
Yes.
You know?
Yes.
He would dust my shoulder. Huh? And you know, fellas will just turn me away. Fellas will just, you know, Jayden, we're going to kill that tonight. And fellas will just, you know, so he had this thing where you just break down the artist, you know,
yes.
Smash you up, you know. So we had some great time. And the music has taken me a lot of places. I remember doing a show in St. Croix one year. Did a show in St. Croix and it was bad. A lot of artists, rain fell, everything went wrong. And the promoter, when he I could see the man was in tears, you know. I told him, man, let me do something. Just bring me to the airport. Don't worry about it. And then Trini fell banned by the money. I don't know how this man did it. You know, I told him that it's okay.
You left the money because it didn't happen.
You know, he called me and he said something, my brother. I could never forget you.
Yes.
And when you're ready, you and your family will paying for the car.
You see that?
Simple thing. And it's a blessing because I've left America with no money, zero. A tax I could pay. And before I get to my destination, I have $300.
You're okay.
Yeah. People say, "What the hell that?" Yeah. So it's a blessing, you know. So I always love to give, and I go overseas. Well, when I do, from the time I land midnight, following morning on a project. So I will take my barrel and buy books and help the children. Nothing make organize children and so on. So I always say, you give, you receive is a blessing, and wish people well. And I think I want to wish everybody well. I just wanted to know that I love you.
Oh, we love you too, Hunter.
Thank you.
Seriously.
Thank you. I feel very blessed to have all the important people around.
I put my roadside there. Tell her that. She keep writing. Yes, go ahead. No problem. No worries. Oh my! I think the world is viewing and listening to this program tonight.
Actually, what could I leave here without talking about my new product? Actually, we started a pepper business.
Pepper, yes.
Yeah, man. Hot Rose. I think it's the best pepper in the market right now. Hot Rose. And it started. We just messed with plants, where we grew vegetables, grew stuff and so on. So we had a few pepper plants in the yard, planted with my brother-in-law. And then the pepper started bearing a lot of peppers. Yeah. So we didn't know what to do with pepper. So I started messing, experimenting little thing. And well, Mara said she started it first, experimenting stuff. But I took on the program. So started giving friends, and people fell in love with the whole thing, and that's what started.
And that's it.
So, yeah.
And you remember the recipe.
Yeah. So we're looking at extending, getting machines and employing people, empowering people, that kind of thing.
Good stuff.
So yeah.
Good stuff.
Positive. Yeah.
I think that's a nice note to end on.
Yes, thank you.
Good stuff.
Thank you.
Support Hot Rose pepper sauce.
That's it.
Oh my goodness, what a program. I know Sherwin is going to cut my neck tonight, but it's okay. No worries, Sherwin. We have the listeners. They're saying to me, I thought you were going until 11 o'clock.
Oh.
We could, but I know Sherwin is waiting to shut down, and I really don't want to abuse the process. Hey, thank you, especially those guys on Facebook. I've really been seeing your participation in this program, and I really do appreciate it. I cannot big up everybody, but I have to big up Sabina, I have to big up Judy, I have to say Cassie, Ibrahim has really been participating, Jerome Romaine, and all the other folks. Yes, quite a few folks are on here, listening and viewing. Yeah, did you forget something, Hunter?
No, Jerome Palmer is African.
Oh.
He's African.
Uh-huh.
I must give you the story. I must give you the story. He's African.
Okay.
Married to a Dominican.
Uh-huh.
I've never seen a man got goosebumps when he saw. Let me tell you something. The man, if Honda is not tell him about shoes. And if Honda is not performing,
he's not there.
He's not there.
Pakavini.
So one night they set him up, took him out, and they brought me to the house. And that was a surprise. And I swear to God, the man's going to have a attack.
Oh my God.
Hunter! This is crying. So it was nice, man. It was nice.
I have to say hi to Naren too.
Okay, Naren.
Naren, thank you for sending us the music.
Yeah.
You didn't send all of what we wanted, but we still appreciate you.
Naren is my library, actually.
Apparently.
Because we took everything from drum drive to music sheets to
goodness.
everything. So I have to think of writing all the songs over again. But
it'll be alright.
Yeah, I'm alright, so everything will be alright.
Yes, it's gonna be alright.
Yeah.
Gordon, you're up still listening. Oh my goodness. Thank you so much, everybody. Hunter, you are an amazing guest. I like the honesty, I like the transparency, I like the truth, and I like the realness that you brought tonight to the program. And I really, really do appreciate it. Mara, thank you for facilitating everything, and ensuring that everything worked out. I didn't go through mistake. I was talking too. Keep it locked. Next week, Monday, we'll be back here. There's a gentleman who is Jamaican, who's been in Dominica for quite a while. His name is Dane Rollins. Danger Dane.
Oh, yes.
I'm having him next week Monday.
Okay, nice.
And it's quite a story how he got into Dominica.
Nice.
And I look forward to hearing his story. The following Monday, we'll have Dr. Shyla Expree. And we have quite a nice lineup coming up on the program. Do look out for it. That's a wrap. Thank you again, everybody, for participating and being a part of the program. Again, Hunter was such an amazing guest. I thought it was a great program. Until next time, thank you everyone. Good night. Oh, you don't want the program to finish at all, huh? Go and sleep all of you. Thank you. Good night.